I don't exactly know what this is, but I do know that it needs to end sooner rather than later. And seeing as how at least 4 of you are in some sort of condition to compete, I've booked a tag team match. Danhausen and Matt Cardona versus Los Garza and London Town. That starts right now.
Well, great job by our general manager, Nick Aldis. And we're back on a Friday Night SmackDown impromptu matchup. Matt Cardona and Danhausen against Los Garzas, trying to get money out of Danhausen. Meanwhile, The Miz and Kit Wilson, who were electrocuted by Danhausen. Electrocuted by Danhausen are out here in a catatonic state. Miz is wandering around like a member of the Walking Dead.
I think I figured it out, Cole. Why don't you go give Miz a Gray looks to capture the Women's Championship as she competes against the champion fresh off an offensive AAA. Lola Vice and Kendall Gray, our main event, live tonight. Shiloh Hill arrived to the arena ready to unleash hell against his opponent for what has transpired over the last several weeks here on NXT. That, of course, being Tristan Angels. Tonight, will Angels finally pay for his heinous actions towards Hill? We'll find out live. Dion Lennox is the last member of Dark State standing as he looks to put down the man who has been single-handedly dismantling Dark State, that being Saquon Sugars. This one's not about championships. It's all about pride. Who will survive? And the NXT universe has packed the Performance Center for the first time ever. A WWE Premium Live event on broadcast television.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Day 2, back to back like we never left. We did none other than Night of Champions yesterday, if you guys, and everything like that. And now we are officially here for NXT Great American Bash. Looks like it's going to be a solid show. I mean, we got the NXT Championship starting off the show between Tony D. So that, I feel like that match is going to be really good. And then we have the main event, which is Kendall Gray and Lola Vice. We got Saquon Sugars and Dion Lennox. That's going to be a good match. Zarya and Tatum Paxley rematch as well. So I do think we're going to be set up for an interesting show, potentially, hopefully, here today.
As the fate of Dark State reaches a defining moment.
But let me get to the check real quick. Give us a return and debut tonight. I could see definitely that happening. I'm predicting Ren loses, then calls Kendall, so pretty much turning heel. I could definitely see that. I've been hearing a lot of people saying it's probably going to be a heel turn between one of those two. I think on the outside looking, I think people would say it's probably Kendall, but I could definitely see it being Ren Sinclair for sure.
Tristan, things are going to get a whole
I found Leo in the picture in the dictionary under go. Hey, appreciate that. Got a little too much Mountain Dew in me. LOA. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
WWE's biggest crossover athletes will collide to stake their claim as the leader of the NXT Women's
I'm glad you're not shooting all 4 events, or you would be completely drained. Yeah, facts. Because I believe TNA is before this, and I believe at the same time NXT is kind of going on. At least like an hour later, AEW starts their show, so it's kind of a lot going on for sure. But I have been tuned in at least like throughout the highlights and stuff like that as far as what's happening on the TNA. Shout out to my boy Apollo Crews. He is officially in the Impact Zone. He showed up at TNA, so looking forward to seeing what he's gonna do there. Still TNA X Division champion Cedric. So we'll see how a lot of this stuff plays out with a lot of these things that are happening on TNA, for sure. But yeah. Now that Liv is cursed, does that mean she would lose her title? Dom, Raquel, right? Yeah, I absolutely think that's what's happening. I think, why wouldn't you want to do that? I wouldn't mind seeing that, because now it just shows like how powerful the curse is with Liv, especially with her, riding this high right now and then losing everything, losing that championship, losing Dominic, losing the Judgment Day. And then now she's at a point where she's hit rock bottom to where she has to rebuild herself from the ground up. What's going to happen with Dom leaving Liv? I think Dom probably cheats on Liv with Roxanne. And you could play that into the story. But now it's like, now that she's hit rock bottom, now she has to find herself again. She has to build herself back up from the ground up. And you can build that going into the rest of 2026, going into 2027 for sure. I'm happy for Sami Zayn. Absolutely, I'm happy for Sami Zayn. I don't know, people don't really like him, but Sami Zayn, I think, deserves all the flowers right now. I mean, the guy he helped elevate. I mean, some people are gonna get mad at this, but he pretty much brought a lot of excitement back into the bloodline, because at that point the bloodline was stale, and he brought a lot of excitement. Oh, but should choose Sammy over Sami Zayn. I mean, yeah, if you're talking about from just the overall, I think his chances are a lot better going after Sami Zayn than Roman, because I think Roman's gonna hold that championship until probably WrestleMania next year. So I feel like his chances of becoming a world champion is a lot better over on SmackDown. I I even said this as well. If you guys, I do have my predictions for WrestleMania 43 coming out tomorrow morning. I already recorded it. I just have to edit it, and I will upload it hopefully tomorrow morning, so you guys have that video coming out. Plus, we do have Monday Night Raw happening this week. I'm hopefully going to try to stream NXT this week as well, and of course SmackDown. Raw and SmackDown you're gonna get, especially SmackDown's going back to 2 hours. We'll stream that. So Raw and SmackDown are gonna happen. NXT I'm debating about, but I do probably want to see how NXT is going to be coming out and everything like that. So we'll definitely stay tuned with that. Um, so you're getting the minimum of 2 streams next week, but the minimum of, or the maximum of 3. So usually you might get like 2-3 streams a week from me going forward. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Um, I will say, um, going back to what you were saying, Alex, as far as him winning the championship, I do want to see Finn Balor win that championship next. I want to see Finn Balor, finish his story and finally becoming a world champion again, and actually having a legit run with the world championship as well. And seeing how he would, fare in the grand scheme of things with this iteration of SmackDown and everything like that. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go with. Help Leo reach 2K subscribers. Facts. We're almost there. I think let me check. We're close to that milestone, actually, believe it or not. We're very close to that milestone. Yeah. So I am 64 subscribers away from 2,000. 64 subscribers away. And then my other goal is to reach 1,000 on Instagram. I'm also on the road to reaching that goal as well. I'm 29 followers away from 1,000 on Instagram. So a lot of my goals might come true this year, hopefully. My goal is for YouTube is to hopefully get to 10,000 by the end of 2026. That is my goal. My goal is hopefully, as far as like what I want for this channel, is to get to the point where I'm able to do this full time for you guys and actually just be here and being able to be monetized for sure, and just being able to kind of, I mean, who wouldn't want to be in a position to where you're getting paid from doing what you love and what makes you happy. So that is the goal that I do want for sure. They're already starting off on a hot streak right now. My prediction is Naraku wins. I feel like Naraku might win, but I also think I'm going Tony D, but I wouldn't be surprised if Tony D lost. What's good, Scott? What's good? What's good? What's good? Hope you are having an amazing day. Hope you're having an amazing Sunday so far. no one more deserving than you, Leo. I appreciate that so much, man. I appreciate that so much. I mean, I honestly, guys, and I'm just being transparent. Like, after everything that's been, happening, everything like that, I honestly, woke up this morning. I just didn't even have the energy to record. I didn't have the energy to stream or anything, today. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know if it's just because like I'm just having one of my days or whatever. My and everything like that. Just like my depression just been just at an all-time high right now. I don't know why. I feel like there's probably just things that are triggering it right now for sure. But I I'm trying to push through, you guys. That's the only thing I know how to do is try to push through. Sometimes I may not be able to push through, and then there's times where I'm going to try to at the very least. So that is kind of how I'm approaching it for sure. Trying to stay cool. We under heat advisory until Thursday. Yikes. Definitely stay safe for sure, Scott. What a wrestling weekend. Yeah, it's a lot of wrestling happening this weekend. Yet none other than you got NXT Great American Bash. You got AEW Forbidden Door. You got TNA Summerversary, and you had Night of Champions yesterday as well. So this is definitely giving me flashbacks to All In last year, where we had All In. I believe we had Saturday Night Main Event. And I think we had an NXT show that day as well. So it was a lot that happened last year for sure.
And referee using his discretion. Derek Sanders doing exactly what everyone is trained to do. And Tony D'Angelo wants to continue this fight. And you got to credit Tony for returning last Tuesday. You got to credit Tony D'Angelo for being here tonight as he executes that suplex.
Do I credit him for that, or do I say, no, you should have spoke to the doctor, got a sick note, and refused to compete? I mean, GM Bob Stone would have told him, yeah, no problem, 3 or 4 weeks, come back at 100%. But Tony D, he is a fighting champion, and I just don't think it was wise.
Championship pinfall submission inside the squared circle. So Naraku knowing that, into the cover.
No one cares for Charlotte Hill versus Tristan. Yeah, no one really cares.
Did you notice that Naraku on that pin?
I mean, you got Charlotte Hill versus Prince Charming, bro. Like, let's be fair.
Of the champion.
Why wouldn't you do Find Fury, no pun intended. Why wouldn't you attack that weak spot? This is completely played into the hands of the challenger here.
Oh, backbreaker executed by Naraku. And how is the champion? Do we have a new champion? And D'Angelo kicks out.
So look, Tony D's experience has been at this level in NXT, where he's competed against some really, really talented competitors. However, when you look at Naraku, he is the Japanese equivalent of a WWE Hall of Fame level.
They should pair Tristan Angels with Kit Wilson. Maybe you can have like a faction, maybe. They could do that, but I don't see them doing that, to be fair, so I don't know.
Tony D'Angelo again, not coming in at 100%, just got snapped right into the turnbuckles. Naraku again into another cover with the
I saw Hornets traded Miles Bridges Phoenix, yeah. And then the Hornets got Grayson Allen.
Champion.
I feel like, to be fair, the biggest move this entire offseason has been Giannis so far. Like, I would think they were probably going to get some more big moves, and maybe we are going to get more big moves, but I just think they're probably going to wait to make some other big calls, because I could see KD getting traded from the Rockets. I could see Jaylen Brown getting traded. I could see John Morant getting traded. Those are like 3 like off the top of my list. Plus you got like LeBron and Kawhi. So those are like some of the bigger names that I think could get traded this offseason for sure.
Who you know is watching very closely right now to this
Leo with Liv getting cursed. Does that turn on her happen? Turn her into a babyface like she was in 2019 to 2020? I feel like it's more like 2022 for sure. Like, if you remember 2022 going into 2023, they had, after she lost the title to Ronda Rousey at Extreme Rules, they had her become more of like a Harley Quinn-esque type character, where she was more edgier. Like, as a babyface, she was more extreme. She was more like this Daredevil type character. And I think they might, revisit that version of her character for sure. Because now that she's going to be in a position as a babyface where she's going against everything that she's created. So that's kind of what I think they would do.
A tap out here. This would be a miracle if he can pull it off.
Referee in great position right now, looking in, watching everything that's going on. Will Naraku tap out? D'Angelo really ripped it. I think Naraku just bit D'Angelo.
Oh, by hook or by crook. Apparently the referee did not catch it and completely plays into the hands of the challenger once again.
Fisherman suplex, back up, big discus punch under the jaw. Is the champion out?
She went chaos, taking out Sonya Deville. It was Sonya and I believe Lacey. I think those were the two. It's probably some other people, but I'm probably not thinking of them at the moment. But I know the two notable ones were Sonya Deville and Lacey Evans.
Just one more way to stack the deck in the favor of Naraku.
You know, I know this match is wearing on, and Wade, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Have you ever competed with burns on your body?
Come off it. If I had burns on my body, I would be straight to the hospital. I would not be in ring competing, but then Tony D is a much different fighter than I ever was.
NXT title on the line. Naraku, who arrived from Japan on April 28th, immediately confronted that man, our NXT champion, Tony D'Angelo. Came with gifts, marked symbolically, and is taken. Oh my! D'Angelo put through the barricade.
Some of her fans want her to go solo. I hope she brings back the blue tongue. I don't know about bringing back the blue tongue. I could see her being. I want her to be solo again, but I don't see them doing that. I don't see the blue tongue coming back. I think she even said in interviews that she doesn't want to bring that back.
And Naraku, frustration starting to boil over because Tony D is simply too resistant to it, despite this overwhelming abuse.
This was.
Here's a crazy question for you guys. If you had to replace any current WWE Hall of Famer with someone else, who would you substitute? I would have Baldwin.
For the champion, as the
Yeah,
back in control, of course,
that's a good one.
came to NXT for the
That's a good one.
He knows the prestige. Think about the new King of the Ring, Oba Femi, former champion. A title held by Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. And congratulations to Zayn, the new undisputed WWE champion.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he has to say this Friday.
Did anyone see? Yeah, I did see Karrion Kross reacting to Sami winning the belt. I seen that like on X this morning. But like, can we all agree Finn Balor should be the next person to get his moment as the WWE champion? Like, can we all agree with that? I know people are saying I'm crazy, but like, people are literally saying I'm crazy. But can we all agree? And I'm not even trying to take away from Sami's moment because he deserves the moment. But like, can we all agree Finn Balor deserves his moment too? Like, he deserves to get another shot at the title and actually win it and have a legit run with the title.
Tony D'Angelo right now, a win tonight would remain unbeaten at this event. Starting to challenge Booker T for Mr. Great American Bash. But he's in there with Naraku, continuing to swing away. A hard-hitting striker, loves to target a limb. We know Tony D'Angelo's fighting spirit, but it's Naraku trying
Finn
to follow in the
should,
footsteps
he deserves it more than the majority of the roster. That's what I'm saying.
And
And like, people are saying, oh, he's old, this, that, and the third, like that ship sails. But like, can we stop that notion? Because literally, Sami Zayn has been chasing the title for 10 years, and people saying, and Damian Priest is like up there in age as well. So what are we talking about? Finn should join forces with Shinsuke Tamatanga and Tala Tonga. I feel like he might rejoin like the Bullet Club, something like that, and you just do Finn, Tama, and Tala on SmackDown. Because now that the MFT is broken up, I think you want to have like a top faction over on SmackDown, and I think you could do that.
Power slam!
Wrestling fans always do that with the whole aging. I'm just like saying like Damian Priest won the world championship in his 40s. Like CM Punk and hey, Alex, I'm not even saying in a disrespectful way because I do like CM Punk and he deserves the world championship. But like, people want to use the age thing. CM Punk is 48. He's been a world champion. So like, there's no excuse.
And he has the challenger dead. 2,
1, 2. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, people said I was lying. I said he was going to win and retain. I said he was going to win and retain. I didn't think it was good. Honestly, this match was decent, though. I'm not mad at this match. But I wonder who's going to step up next, though. That's my question, is who's going to step up next? Or are they going to continue this feud? That's really what it comes down to.
What a way to kick off
I
this
will
year's Great
I will
American
admit
Bash.
that it's clearly one of the better. I just can't get past what he did with his wife and child. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. R-Truth in his 50s, facts. Finn Balor should be a champion again, absolutely. I am 0-1 on my picks tonight. Yeah, you can still go and win the rest of them. Still get every other prediction right, so it's not a complete loss.
This is my night, and I'm about to prove it.
Tony D'Angelo, always with a chip on his shoulder as he climbs another mountain here on NXT. And Tony leaves tonight, still with gold around his waist. Now the question is, who's going to leave tonight? Women's North American
That definitely
champion.
shows, with that being a retention, I could definitely see, with us having a retention, I definitely see the women's title change hands, and I do have none other than Zarya. We want finished champ, facts. Like, I don't care what you do. Give Finn Balor the Money in the Bank. Like, what? Give him Money in the Bank. Let him cash in. Come WWE champion. Come world champion. He has until October next year to do it. Like, come on now.
It just so happens that my reign began.
What do you expect from the group on Monday? And Liv, I expect Liv to come in and be like, oh, she doesn't believe in the curse. I could see her blaming the rest of the group for not coming out and helping her and stuff like that, and she starts to put the blame on them. I could definitely see them doing that.
You, like everyone else, can't let me enjoy my success. You had to cost me my tag match and embarrass me in my first match as champion. Tatum, I don't think you get attached to people or objects. You are addicted to pain. So I'm going to take a page out of your own book. I'm going to give you your rematch so I can beat you again, and then you can revel in that pain forever.
Zarya, if you know me so well like you think you do, you should know I don't like it when people take what doesn't belong to them.
Paxley is done playing games. Hell was unleashed.
And at the Great American Bash, I make sure I get back my Women's North American Championship.
Who leaves tonight with the title? Can Tatum Paxley regain the gold? Or will Zarya continue to scorch the NXT landscape? NXT Women's North American Championship live.
Boring OTC on Raw tomorrow. I think him and Jay gonna get into it though. You want me to be honest? They could tell that story where he starts to not really like, kind of like belittle him in a way, because he starts to see Jay in a different light. I see them going with that type of narrative for sure, and that could be like the first domino effect that falls into place, where it's like, are the bloodline really stronger than ever, or other things could be a factor as well. That's kind of what I think they would do. Usos versus Jacob and Roman, or Jacob and Zilla. Yeah, but I did see maybe SummerSlam they might do LA Knight and Solo versus the Usos. So if that's coming to fruition, then that's kind of what they might do. They might hold off on that storyline for a little bit longer than we may anticipate for them too. But if you guys are new to the stream or just my channel in general, if you guys do see me looking down, I'm pretty much just getting clips for the show and stuff like that. So definitely bear with me. I'm not ignoring you guys if you aren't doing anything. Zarya ain't losing. In fact, she is not losing. She just won the championship. I would be very utterly shocked if they had her lose the championship. This is extremely biased, but I want Punk to take the title from Sammy. I mean, he is potentially going to SmackDown, so you could do it. I think Roman unleashes Jacob on destroying Usos. I think that's probably going to happen down the line for sure. Probably, if I'm looking at it, maybe Survivor Series. Maybe they do this at Survivor Series. I think they'll do this at Survivor Series. War Games Team Leo versus Team Jugs, fellow. I think I have been subbed to your channel for almost 3 years. Hey, appreciate you've been subbed to my channel for 3 years.
Trip down memory lane. A little note for you, Barrett. First superstar to win any title at this event, Dusty Rhodes in 1980.
So does mean Liv is going to distance herself from the group, or is the group going to distance themselves from her because of the curse? Probably the second one, more likely, but most of the group is kind of cursed anyway, outside of Raquel and Roxanne. But I do think the overall arching story is for the group to turn on Liv at SummerSlam. Considering that is where a lot of the turns do end up happening. If you think about a couple years ago, 2024, where Dominic turned on none other than Rhea Ripley to align with Liv, and you also had none other than Finn Balor turning on Damian Priest as well, kicking both of them out the group. And you know how the Judgment Day feels about someone trying to take a leadership role and everything like that. And we have been seeing Liv Morgan over the last couple of months, and she has returned, kind of slide into that leadership spot. So I do think they will bring that back up for sure. So I could see them going that route. I ain't gonna lie, Zarya do look good, man. I ain't gonna lie. She looking good. Yeah, Tatum, I ain't gonna lie. Tatum, yeah. Tatum, she looking good herself. What do you see? The cult of personality. Only you set me What would make Dom betray Liv? The curse. The curse can be all that you kind of need there. You know what I mean? And they already kind of were teasing it while Liv went out for injury. So you could automatically bring that into the fold of things for sure as well. So it doesn't really necessarily need to be this well, thought out plan or anything like that. I think you just go with that.
Only one women's North American champion to fail to defend the title at least once. Paxley wants to add Zarya to that list. And Already a tug of war, but a headbutt. And Jeremy Marcus, the official, trying to get this thing under control, and Paxley coming in here with a plan. Paxley right now trying to take it right to the champion, swing and a miss. Big kick going low, trying to cut away some of that strength, some of that vertical base of the champion. Nice drop kick from the challenger.
This is how WWE needs to do PLEs, not on ESPN app. Facts. I think we need to go back to WWE Network. I would even say go back to Peacock at this point, to be fair.
Physical mismatch that is Zarya, an absolute brutal powerhouse, and right now Paxley's best chance might have just gone begging.
Early stages of this matchup, Barrett, who is feeling more pressure tonight? Is it the challenger or is it the champion who is in control at this very moment?
Well, right now you've got to say the champ Zarya, who has spent months trying to prove her value as a top-tier star in NXT, and to win that gold and instantly lose it would crush the confidence and momentum. Make yourself look like a flash in the pan, and that's not what you want at this level.
Well, Paxley trying to get back in here as the NXT Universe trying to rally behind Tatum Paxley. And how do you describe the connection Tatum has with all those here in the NXT Universe?
Well, she's an underdog, isn't she? She's somebody that people just simply didn't for a long time believe could compete at the top level, but then she went out, won gold, competed like a fighting champion, took on all comers until she met the human roadblock that is Zarya.
Nice double stomp right to the spine of the champion. And Paxley right now weathering that early storm, charging back in.
Oh, so I'm already on
one of two
top
women
there.
to hold both the North American and NXT women's titles. The other, Stephanie Vaquer, is able to land on her feet. Nice show of strength again by Zarya, swing and a miss. Paxley also trying to make some more history by becoming the first two-time women's North American champion. I don't think she even knows where she's at right now after that last headbutt.
I mean,
you could say so many things. You could have said Nikki Bella is probably an attractive woman. Sure. But champion? Nah.
Came in here with big designs on regaining that North American championship, but it's starting to look pretty damn bleak.
For a moment, just hanging out. Just pulled the apron. And look at Paxley. It's unorthodox, it's unusual, but damn, it's effective. Big super kick under the jaw.
Yeah, you fight a good, clean fight against Zarya. You're probably not gonna win, but keep Zarya guessing with a shot right to the back of the dome.
What an enziguri as Paxley realizing she's got to break the count. Only way to win the championship, pinfall submission inside the ring.
Not throwing her into the crowd.
Might have just saved herself for a little bit longer in this matchup as she just stared up at
Liv
her
would beat
championship.
Nikki Quick. Facts.
And rising.
It is take a rock
out of the
inside and tell you
ashes.
that much.
Paxley right back at it. And no! Referee checking on the challenger.
Night of Champions was one of the best PLEs this year. Facts. I even said in my review, for me personally, I think this might go down as probably from so far, probably my favorite pay-per-view so far this year for WWE. Because Royal Rumble, I mean, if overall when you think of the show, not so much, right? Great, we did have some interesting moments. Liv Morgan winning, that's probably my favorite moment from that show. Chamber, no. Mania, no. Backlash, maybe. I think that's probably your number 2. That's like a 1B to your 1A for Night of Champions. Clash in Italy, no.
Referee keeping a close eye on things, but Paxley looks completely spent here.
Well, you can say that again as Zarya back into the ring, hooking the leg, and challenger once again kicking out. Booker has
Leo,
always
will we get Liv and Rhea teaming up as a babyface? Yes. Maybe not for the tag team title, but teaming up, yes. Not for the tag team title. I saw Apollo Crews debut earlier in TNA. I did see that. But yeah, Caleb, I could see Liv and Rhea teaming up, but not going for the tag titles, because I could see Rhea facing Io next year at Mania. Maybe if they're not gonna do, maybe if they decide to do Crown Jewel this year and they have Rhea and Io, then maybe we'll do something different. but I could see Rhea and Liv being in the same babyface team. After meeting next year, no more shoddy shows. I wouldn't be upset about it, but I could see WWE trying to re-sign with them and get more shows there.
Cover. Paxley able to kick out. NXT Universe right now, fever pitch, fired up.
I think Mike Santana comes to WWE soon, facts. Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler, just defeated Mike Santana to become the new TNA World Champion. Yeah, love to see that for Nick Nemeth.
Grand Slam champion, Universal champion, Kevin Owens was here.
And even a big thunderstorm could not dampen the spirits. Thankfully, the skies have cleared, although those dark clouds are now existing right over the career of Tatum Paxley.
I know Zara right now not even breathing heavy, Barrett, and just tossed another human body like it was absolutely nothing. What did you say earlier? Power personified?
Well, it's exactly what Zari is. Complete destruction of an opponent here from pretty much the word go. But hats off to Paxley. She is gamely.
Yeah, it was good, young blood. It was good. It was good.
In there, simply
It's
no
good, my boy.
quit in that superstar's mind.
Now another submission locked in and a little insult to injury from Zarya to Paxley.
Nah, no, it's not. No problem, man. No problem. It's better late than never. You know what I mean? No problem at all. I like to see Rhea and Paige tag together just once. We might get that maybe a one-night thing for one night only. I know a lot of people, I think when Paige, before she resigned to the company, she said she either wants to have a feud with her or even team up with her. She said she wants to do one of those things.
Write this woman off at your peril. This is the kind of grit and fortitude that took her to the championship in the first place, Vic.
Tatum trying to break herself free because hanging in the balance is the NXT Women's North American title. Tatum Paxley doing her best right now to fight back into this matchup. It has been all Zarya over the last few minutes, who really has scorched the landscape of this brand in recent months. And as we're getting the deep waters of this matchup, we're starting to see what Tatum Paxley is made of. And I come back to what I asked you earlier about who has more pressure. Truly, who maybe intimidates you more, Barrett? Is it Zarya or is it Paxley?
Well, physically it's not close. Of course, Zarya, but this mentality of Paxley, she is, for want of a better expression, a bit of an oddball, and that can completely discombobulate opponents, especially ones that are so dominant like Zarya, who thought by now this one will be over.
And again, Zarya continuing to inflict pain and punishment, but now rallying with a couple of strong knee strikes right to the temple, trying to knock Zarya off balance for a moment. Tatum, who we've seen be very resilient in the past, and I believe Zarya's just bounced off that
didn't miss much, young blood. I mean, you only probably missed the first match.
Resourceful. Use
didn't
your
go
environment to your advantage. Paxley has done it, and Paxley has bought herself an opportunity.
High cross body. And once again, as we've seen in the past, Paxley able to rise to the occasion. Charging in, and Paxley starting to gain some momentum. We know her newfound bestie Shiloh Hill in action later tonight. Certainly he's looking on. Close to see his friend if she can recapture gold.
And there are a few things more intimidating than a superstar with such a high pain threshold as Tatum Paxley, who looks completely renewed physically and when it comes to belief in winning this championship back.
Well, off that snap German suplex, she delivers another super kick under the jaw of Zarya.
And Zarya is now getting ping-ponged by a woman she was wiping the floor with moments ago.
Facts.
Once again, NXT Universe showing their love for the challenger, Tatum Paxley. It's all about that Women's North American Championship. As a little bit of a back and forth.
I might continue my Superstar Mode series Tuesday. I might either, I'm probably gonna continue it Tuesday.
Right up, and again, Paxley.
I got so many different things like Superstar Mode. I have stuff for like different wrestlers. I also have some my career stuff that might be coming soon too as well. So.
With a massive spear.
Oh man, this might well have snuffed out Paxley for good after this stunning superplex roll through. We're going to finish the job or simply beaten to it by those burning embers inside Zarya.
Well, that's
This is
because
the
they're gonna
second of
do
5
the women's
championship
main event.
matches, and I go back to earlier in the matchup. Remember, Zarya dropping all her weight onto Tatum's body on the outside. A senton as well. Another, you know, impact to that midsection with that spear. I'm starting to think Tatum may have some damage that we don't know about. She might have trouble breathing as this matchup goes on if there's a rib injury.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Gritting through the pain right now. You talk about that midsection, but that was right on the point of the jaw, and that is a KO in anyone's money. But somehow Paxley still wobbling and trying to stay alive here, but it looks really bleak.
You see the body of Paxley just buckle on that Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and we've seen Zarya do this in the past, just showcasing that strength, hanging her up. Oh, a couple of sharp elbows.
How unfading is Tatum Paxley here? At times it's looking like a polar bear attacking a seal, but that seal, Tatum Paxley, is still gamely fighting on.
I don't know. Both these women teetering, and Zarya now's caught.
What a
Oh, she about to go for coast to coast.
Yourself in. Tatum Paxley.
She's about to go for coast to coast, chat.
So much
Oh, never
damage
mind.
done to Paxley's body. How in the world? Look at Zarya. Champion.
I thought he was gonna go from coast to coast. I guess they're just gonna collide.
And we talk about turning points of a matchup. We're right there right now, Barry.
They have me for me. I'm thinking they're gonna go for coast to coast. Then I thought they were gonna just still go at each other.
But against Tatum Paxley, you never know.
I didn't plan on checking out Forbidden Door because I know that's a lot that's taking place as well. Yeah, it's a lot taking place, bro. So Leo, last night I saw a horror movie that based on Hungry Hungry Hippo board game. You did? I didn't even know about that. I didn't know they were making something based on that.
Tatum always fighting for those in the NXT universe and that championship. That title means so much to Tatum. She's so close to winning it back. And how the hell is Zarya back up?
Ooh.
Well, there's that rolling kick earlier when she caught a spear. And instead this time, cemetery drive. Paxley now getting the champion back into the ring. This is going to be it. History going to be made at the Great American Bash.
Is that it?
Cemetery
1,
drive
2,
times 2.
kick out. Bro, for a minute, I'm about to say, really? Trust me, don't watch it. Okay. Okay. You said don't watch it. Bro, for a minute, I thought Tatum was about to win it back, bro. Because she hit 2 back-to-back. You know how when people hit those, they start spamming finishers and go back-to-back. I usually think they're going to win the title or whenever the match.
Tatum becoming possessed, looking to make it 3. One more time, countered, hoisted up. Zarya looking for an F5, countered again, rolling through, shoulders down.
1, 2, kick out.
Another kick out, back up.
Oh, spear. That spear looked nasty. I ain't gonna lie. She got a nice spear, too. And then this F5 move, too. 1, 2. Oh, my God, bro. The fact that they're kicking out of finishes like this is crazy, insane.
Oh, man, this is entirely new territory. Not only for the two in the ring, but all of us.
Look at Paxley.
Paxley!
Suffering a second F5 and Zarya. That's got to be the knockout blow.
And she's about to go for another one. F5. That might be it for real. 1, 2. Yep. Ball game. Hey, the match was good, though. Because there were so many close calls throughout this match where I actually thought Tatum was probably going to win it back. To be fair. Hey, these two got good chemistry, bro. I would love to see what these two can do in the future. Yo, Leo, pause. What'd I say? What'd I say? I didn't even say anything.
Both these women
What'd I
rose to
say?
the occasion of this premium live event. Rose to the
I didn't even say
occasion
anything.
of this championship matchup. And Barrett, it was right hook after right hook, knockout blow after knockout blow. That was the second cemetery drive.
Well, we talked at the top of the show how their talent, the superstars of NXT, were looking to step up in this
back-to-back
new
nice
era.
matches, facts.
Well, these are two women right here who have done exactly that.
I feel like out of the two
tonight.
that we've seen so far, this one's been better.
Matches you could ever imagine. Absolutely stunning stuff from Tatum Paxley. But Zarya, tonight, this is your night. A successful return.
I was about to say, yo, I was about to say, what? I don't remember
Outside
anything.
Our tailgate, the NXT Universe, showing their love and admiration for these two women. But my thought in this moment,
Could you imagine Zarya and Rhea
what force of nature
one-on-one?
is going to be able to stop?
I feel like that match could cook, to be fair. Just because they're both dominant.
It is such a big night for us. It's a huge night for us
It is.
tonight.
I'm locked in though, and I saw your sit down, and honestly, it made me shed a tear. It really did.
Don't do that, because then you're gonna cry and I'm gonna cry, and then it'll be all
On a serious note though,
Yeah.
you rebuilt the NQCC, and it might just be the two of us, but that's all we need, seriously. And I know you're gonna beat Ariana Grace tonight and retain the speed title.
You're so right. And it doesn't matter what happened in the past title matches
What?
or in New York.
What kind
You're
of
gonna
plot
beat your
line is
device
that?
And prove to the world what I already
What
know.
kind of...
Kendall Gray is not the future. She's a now.
Damn right, we're both gonna be walking out as champions.
Oh, sure are.
For the
Rank UCC.
There you go. Come on, let's
Music to
go.
my
Get it.
ears.
Let's go. We
Music.
got this.
Yeah, we got it.
3 more championships still to come, but in moments, Shiloh Hill looks to get one.
Shiloh
back
Hill
on
and Tristan Angels. This
It's
definitely for
live.
me,
It's next
the
on
match I
Great
don't care about on the
American
show.
Bash.
This summer,
This is the match I don't care about. And it,
guarantee your place at the FIFA
I know the
World
match
Cup
probably could be good,
when it
but
comes
I'm just
to
not
North
invested in the
America.
story.
Elevate every minute of match day and experience the very best of the beautiful game with a ticket-inclusive hospitality package. The countdown to kickoff is on.
Yeah, that's got to be a movie on Tubi, bro. Like, to be fair with you, that's like a movie I done seen on Tubi. Cause ain't no movie that I done seen with a plot like that actually be selling in theaters for real, bro. Like, it went straight on demand and DVD. See, this is definitely a bathroom break match, facts. Yeah, when's the last time you had Wingstop? 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. I might get Wingstop this week probably, though. We'll see. Why is it not?
Wow. Now you want to talk to us, Stone. Well, guess what? We don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, of course you don't. You know, the three of you made this past Tuesday for me more chaotic than it already was.
I think Wingstop, but I prefer Buffalo. Buffalo Wild Wings is decent. I don't know. I just never had a good experience with them.
Because you guys are such big stars, right?
Yeah, we're the biggest stars in NXT.
Current longest reigning champs, actually.
Okay, well, if you're such big stars, hey, your punishment, Jackson, Tuesday is you and Mason Rooker going one-on-one.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, that's not all. It's going to be a very busy night for the Vanity Project because Brad and Ricky, you're defending your NXT Tag Team Championship.
What? Against who?
The guys I'm supposed to be meeting with right now, actually.
Please let it be OTM.
That's probably them. From AAA, Dr. Wagner Jr. and his brother Galeno.
Why can't they just have OTM win them? OTM is like one of your only tag teams you got, and you still won't use them and put them in a position to win the tag titles, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and sick name drop, Stone, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah,
welcome to NXT.
Like, I don't know, bro. The tag team division over there is just, I really don't even know, bro.
Blake Howard alongside Sirius XM's Dave LaGreca, and of course, the Grand Slam champion, former NXT champion, Kevin Owens in the house tonight. And KO, I'm going to come right to you as a former NXT champion. Tony D'Angelo coming into this matchup, that injured eye by Naraku. How was he able to survive and retain his title?
I mean, that's how much a title means to somebody, right? I think he lost his eye, right? It's gone. He's never going to get it back. But he retained the title. Very good. Very good.
Indeed he did. And of course, Dave, we saw Zarya
Two-
and still
Tuesday I'm seeing Supergirl. Yo, I can't wait for KO to come back, bro.
And with what we've seen from her against Sol
like her?
Ruka, winning that NXT Women's North American Championship, now going 2-0 against Tatum Paxley. How dominant is Zarya here in NXT?
She's dominant for sure. She is definitely dominant. We may have seen one of the matches of the year between those two here tonight at the Great American Bash.
Certainly an incredible matchup here tonight. And guys, we still have 3 more championships to be decided here tonight. It's a big night at the Bash. You guys expecting anything else from our championship matchup?
Well, Kevin Owens was right. We have not seen any title changes yet. We'll see the rest of the show.
I had a T-shirt that said Kevin is right for a while, which makes sense.
And you're right.
You know, I'm really looking forward to the next 2 matches. Tristan Angels, I'm big fan of his, from working with him at LFG.
Of course, you know him from LFG.
No, he's good. Trust me. And, you know, the next... Saquon also said on Tuesday that the members of Dark State can't wipe their asses without him helping them do it, which is a very strange thing to say, but I'm curious to see how it translates into the ring.
The words of Saquon Sugars and, of course, Kevin Owens right here. But, guys, coming up next, we've got a huge matchup. Tristan Angels one-on-one with Shiloh Hill. It's going down here tonight, and that's coming up next right here at the Great American Bash.
This match, I don't care. I wonder if KO has been cleared. If he's cleared, I don't see him returning until maybe SummerSlam at the earliest. I don't see them having him return on like an episode of like Raw, NXT, or anything like that. I think they want to save his return for something big, something major for sure. So that's kind of why I think they would probably save it for like a pay-per-view. And then from there, you can kind of go with whatever story you do have. I do have him in my WrestleMania prediction, so definitely stay tuned for that. I do have that video coming out tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned for that. I have to edit it, so I'll probably edit it either today after I hop off stream, or I'll just wait until tomorrow morning, hopefully, and I'll just upload it, edit it then, and then I can just upload it. So you will hopefully get that video tomorrow, and then throughout the rest of the week, I do have some reactions that I do need to get back into. I need to get back into the swing of things as far as like reacting to different stuff, and everything like that. So definitely be looking out for that. I do plan with, I know people, this is off topic just a little bit. I'm honestly going to do a lot more gaming content, especially when GTA 6 comes out, because I will be doing content based around that, WWE, for sure. I know people have asked me what about NBA 2K. I'm not really the best at NBA 2K, so I don't know if I would do that content. But if you guys would be up to it, then maybe. I also want to do Red Dead Redemption. Those is like 2 titles, and also Halloween will be coming out this year as well for like Halloween. Um, so I might do that as well. So. Maybe KO and Sammy Rival renewed. Maybe, just maybe. Because people been saying that they should do that. People been saying they should do that feud. The other day I saw Madden 26 for $30. Crazy. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but some of the things are just not like what they used to be. Some things are just not what they used to be for real, to be fair. Okay, let me try upload this clip now because for whatever reason it wasn't before. Please tell me it's working. Oh, brother. It's still nothing. I don't know. Sports games, I don't know. Sports games is still a top thing, but I don't know if it's like what it used to be. You know what I mean? Because I remember like at one point, sports games was like the talk when it came to gaming content. You know what I mean? But now it's like, you got GTA 6 coming out. You got WWE 2K26 coming out. Well, 2K26 already out, sorry. But, just different titles is coming out. Every game franchise is trying to be the best that it can be. So that's kind of...
Big backdrop, and both these men, Barrett, making their premium live event debuts. Do you remember how nervous you were for your very first one? I believe
not too happy with GTA 6 only coming out as digital. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are not too happy about it, but I feel like at some point a lot of these games are going to be going digital anyway, so that's my only thing with that. Like, granted, I play a lot of my games on digital. The only games I would get like on disc are like the games that I don't have, or just like the ones that are compatible and everything like that, or just games that are maybe older and I'm not able to get digitally. So like the older 2K games for like WWE and NBA, like those are the ones I play more than the newer ones. Especially when you have a lot of the games that do come out, they take up literally all your storage, and I don't really like that too much. That's my only thing with a lot of the games that they make. It's not that I don't want to play them, it's just like the fact that it's taking up a lot of space and everything like that. So that's one thing I will say is one of my biggest complaints that I will say about like the video games that we do have coming out and stuff.
Beauty pageantry, absolutely not.
Well, no part of you thinks that Hill was in the right this past Tuesday on NXT for what he did.
Messing up the match of Tristan Angels, absolutely hiding on the ring, playing laughter tracks, getting into the head of a competitor mid-match. Absolutely not, Vic Joseph.
Well, let's remember.
Can we have a little decorum around here, please, Shallow Hill?
Well, let's remember it was Angels who attacked Hill after losing Mr. NXT. It was also Angels who stole that prized sash that we see here ringside, so Hill retaliated. Happened to cost Angels the Evolve Championship, which Angels was none too pleased about as he turns things around in this match.
You are a spin doctor. You are a PR merchant. An absolute BS PR merchant at that, Vic Joseph.
What do you mean by that?
because
I stated all facts.
Shiloh Hill won a sham contest by fraudulent judges. The real winner of Mr. NXT is clearly that man who looks like he's stepped off the cover of a romance novel. And you know I like my romance novels, Vic Joseph. Mr. Tristan Angels. It's about time people around here on NXT started giving Angels the kind of respect he deserves.
I also know you called me a spin doctor.
Okay, finally I was able to.
Brands growing up in the 80s. As Angels puts on the break and shoulder first goes Shiloh Hill, and there's now a bullseye on the body of Hill, and Angels starting to exploit it.
Yeah, attack relentlessly. You have the upper hand. You have to make it count because this big Shiloh.
Who y'all got for winning this match? Even though I don't, like I said, this is like one of the matches that I don't really have all the intrigue in. To be fair, like, but I think Shiloh would probably win this.
Who in the early part of this matchup was just trying to get a little bit of separation over the last several moments, has taken it to Hill, able to counter Hill, and then just ripped Hill down by the hair. Cutting corners at best. Cover, count, and a kick out. Things going from bad to worse for Shiloh Hill.
So finally was able
Shiloh
to.
Hill over the last few minutes has really started to take it to, or Tristan Angel has been taking it to Shiloh Hill, and Hill right now
trying to escape. He's running away. I mean, what kind of man does that, Vic Joseph? Are you going to defend this? Scurrying away from the fight. What a
trying to create a little bit of separation, so to speak.
Zach Minger 916 National Paul Bunyan Day, National Foodie Day, National Tapica Day, and Log Cabin. What's going on here? What's going on here? This isn't even DQ. That's a DQ. The Hardy Boys, the new tag champions. Fat. Hey, love to see it.
Shiloh Hill!
How did he do that? I told you this guy's a bloody lunatic, Vic.
An absolute madman.
An absolute menace.
Hill certainly showed a different
What
side
is going
of
on
himself
here?
Tuesday,
What in the?
a more serious, scarier side as he just drops that leg across the.
Bro, what is going on, bro?
Toothless aggression now, and I've got the heebie-jeebies too. I can't imagine how bad Tristan Angels feels.
I don't know if in all your years have you ever seen anything like what we just witnessed in the last 2 minutes as Hill
Well, pancake down in mid-air, and it takes a little more than some horror movie games to throw Tristan Angels off his game.
Angels trying to get back into the game, a man who has competed on Evolve, on LFG, in addition to NXT, and I guess all fair in what we've just witnessed. I mean, I can't even be mad at Angels for trying to pull out all the stops after what we just saw.
About the most
Tino just posted.
Matches, but now
Hey, shout out Tino, bro. Shout out my boy.
Orthodox ending where the handsome man in the business wins, but maybe not.
Well, those steel steps were set up.
She
by
might.
Tristan Angels.
She might not be the queen of the ring, but she will always be Leo's queen. Okay.
Throat first.
Okay.
This time goes Hill, and again a second time. Angels showing a nasty side of himself here at the Great American Bash. Tristan Angels has really been beaten all around the ring and is now turning things back around on Shiloh Hill. And I can only imagine the excuses if Hill's victorious again that will spew from the mouth.
Look at you.
Tristan
You're
Angels.
already writing Tristan Angels off. Here's your problem. You judge a bot by its, oh, what the hell is this nutcase doing now?
Well, that was his tooth. And, well, right now there is literally his tooth is in the ring right now. We've seen just about everything in this matchup, Barrett.
Yeah, and we're currently seeing Tristan Angels hitting top form despite everything thrown at him.
Leo is going to help Liv
Not a lot
at SummerSlam retain the
on that
title.
kick out, though.
I don't want that smoke, bro. I don't want the curse from
Shiloh Hill,
Danhausen, bro.
after we saw that
I'm good.
Enziguri, and there it was the aforementioned tooth that is just hanging out in the ring. Why don't you go pick that up, Barrett?
Spray it down with disinfectant, please.
Put that in and use it as a pocket square. Obviously, everything's hot right now. You took your jacket off.
I do not know where the mouth of Shiloh Hill has been, and I really don't want to think about it any more than I have to.
It goes back to that different side of Hill we've seen, but both men, same thought process laid out in the ring. Official right now checking on both. This all because Shiloh Hill kept saying that he was going to win Mr. NXT. Tristan Angels said that Shiloh Hill wasn't Mr. NXT material.
But I'm really, really starting to be increasingly impressed with Tristan Angels here, who has been put through the ringer, but no sign of slow.
If you guys have not yet followed me on all social media platforms, facts. Big facts. Big facts.
That Angels stole.
We're getting closer to 1K though. We're gonna try to get 1K probably. My goal is to try to get 1K by the end of July. End of July, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Well, now Shiloh got his tooth back, and I do mean literally his tooth. And now he's swinging a loaded right fist with that tooth in it.
Yeah, how's that not a disqualification, Vic Joseph? It's okay if it goes in the right direction, according to you.
Oh my! He just stuck his tooth in Tristan's mouth.
That's how you get cooties, Vic Joseph, and you know all about them.
Right now, Hill trying to kick the cooties right out of Tristan Angels. Angels drop face first. Hill almost like he got his second or third win. Nice tilt-a-whirl slam by Shiloh.
And I'll tell you right now, Shiloh Hill, as unorthodox as they come, but damn is it effective.
Looking for a power bomb, trying to hoist up maybe Razor's Edge. Sit-down style power bomb. Got all of it, but didn't get enough for the three.
Say something nice about Tristan Angel. I'm begging you. This guy has absorbed everything. Keeps kicking out. Keeps throwing it back the other way.
Leo, is Stephanie part of the Liv's curse too? I mean, yeah. Because I did say that maybe Stephanie is going to, as they kick out Liv, they bring in Stephanie as a replacement. I feel like the dynamic between Stephanie, Roxanne, and Raquel probably would be very entertaining. So that's kind of what I think they would do.
Payback as Angels again, though, turning this right back around on Hill.
Yeah, not just a pretty face, Tristan Angels taking so much punishment tonight, but simply keeps on ticking.
Spear!
Could be it.
Shiloh Hill just ran up those steps that Angels placed.
Split your
on the
diaphragm
outside.
In two right there.
Angels paying the price for moving the. Oh! And he might have just broke the code to beat Shiloh into the cover and Hill. Again,
Okay, let me see. I don't know why my alerts is not coming up because I don't see who's subbing and followed and all that. I don't know why it's not showing that.
Knee into the back of the neck of Shiloh Hill. That's what we saw at the conclusion of the Mr. NXT pageant.
Just both men hitting a whole new gear tonight that we haven't seen before. My God!
There it was, Whisper of the Beast, and Hill beats Angels again.
Here is your winner, Shiloh Hill.
Well, I don't know if Angels would fit better in Nexus, the Core, or the League of Nations. There, I said something nice about him.
Okay, let me try redoing my alert and see if that hopefully works.
Shiloh Hill, he is a madman, he's a lunatic, and he had to take some real abuse from Tristan Angels tonight, who continues to grow in my eyes, but tonight it was all about Shiloh Hill. And with offense like that, this young man.
I agree with you, but isn't Liv facing Io at SummerSlam? I mean, maybe she comes back at SummerSlam. I could see Stephanie either coming back at SummerSlam or she comes before that and it comes a triple threat between us three. He just told Vic Joseph he will get the cooties. No one says the word cooties unless they're in middle school fact.
Thank you, Emily. Honestly, I feel very relieved. You know, Tristan represents everything I don't want to be or become. I might not be pretty, I might not be perfect, I might not be polished, but fortunately for me, that ain't a factor in winning. Tonight is a perfect example why no one sleeps on Shiloh Hill.
Thank you, Shiloh.
And after tonight, it's hard to argue with Mr. NXT. That being that man right there, Shiloh Hill.
So far.
Congratulations on your new Guinness World Record. And Jada tapping out to your sharpshooter pushed the record even further.
I know. I mean, you should have seen her last week. She's like a shell of herself. It's really sad.
I mean, Guinness World Record for the most submission wins of any man or woman in WWE history. But guys, who's counting? Anybody who is anybody in my business has tapped out to the sharpshooter. And if you want to make it to the top in the WWE, you've got to listen to the low-key legend. I mean, look at Nikita. Brand new Evolve Women's Champion. You are amazing. And
wait, she's Evolve champ? I know. I probably missed. I missed a week. So a lot's happened, I guess, in a week since I've been gone.
Officially earning her invite to the dungeon. You are a rock star.
Thank you. Had a blast.
Guys, I don't want soft women in my business. And if I'm being perfectly honest, Jada's gotten really, really soft.
100%.
I'm sorry, Natty, but I haven't been here long. That locker room is hard to survive, so maybe we can give Jada a little break.
Maybe Jada grows a pair.
Don't worry, Natty. I'll handle her on Tuesday.
And I know you will, and we will be with you in your corner. I'm so excited for Tuesday. You're gonna be good.
Stone, I know it's Great American Bash. I know it's a big night. It is. But I'm not gonna let Keanu Carter keep moving like that. I beat him, and he couldn't handle it, so he wants to put me through a table. I ain't gonna hold you. I need my get back.
Look, I know you're frustrated, but you're just gonna have to wait.
What you mean wait? Bro, this ain't no doctor's office. I ain't gotta wait for nothing. I don't care how big or bad Keanu is.
You have to wait because even though what happened with Keanu happened, I understand it wasn't a good thing that happened after the match. You still won the match, so now you have earned a championship opportunity Tuesday.
You lying?
No, I am not.
Don't play in my face like that.
You one-on-one with Vikingo for the AAA Latin American
Championship.
That Vikingo.
For real?
Yes.
You know what? Wait, it don't sound half bad.
I figured you would say that.
He not winning that. Keanu Carter is getting involved in that match.
Championships, get the clock ready. The women's speed title.
Oh, this match is gonna go by fast, bro. This match is gonna be quick. Cause you know with speed championship, it's very short, so it's like 3 minutes.
On July 18th, the world's most famous arena delivers the main event.
You know what time it is.
You want a moment? This is always a moment. Everyone is buzzing about this spectacle.
It's Saturday night's main event at the Garden. The night of Fanatics Fest NYC. Tickets on sale now.
And if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow, Chad, doesn't Raw start at like 5-ish? I know it has an early start time. Is it like 5? Because I'm on Central Standard Time and everything. So does it start like at 5 my time? I believe the only other match we got after this speed title match is the Saquon Sugars match, the North American title, and the NXT Women's title. I think there's 3 more matches after this match. They might make the Saquon Sugars match co-main event. I wonder if Tatum Pax is gonna stay on NXT or is she gonna move it to the because if she stays in NXT, I could see her moving up to like the main title scene. But something's telling me she might be heading to the main roster sooner rather than later. And you probably put her like her on Raw or SmackDown because I feel like SmackDown kind of needs her a little bit more, especially with the Women's United States Championship division and everything like that. She can be another person you can add to that division.
249, but 250.
This country is such a melting pot for so many different cultures. I could represent mine proudly and freely.
There's so much to learn and to connect with, and I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Anybody can be anything, and that's my favorite part about America.
Dream big, dream huge.
Anything is possible.
You can be and do anything you want in this world, as long as you're willing to work hard for it, treat people the right way.
All of us are a part of that story that makes us America, and that is absolutely something to celebrate.
And that,
and that,
and that,
and that,
and that is my American story.
Here's to the next 250 years.
Presented by Arby's, we have the meats.
And they had to say this whole segment brought you by Arby's. Come on now, bro. What are we doing? Are you going to see fireworks on Saturday, 4th of July? I'm thinking about it. I might. We'll see. I mean, I kind of did it last year, so I don't know if I would do it again. But if I do, then so be it.
And again, congratulations to Obafemi, the new king of the ring. But we're set for the third championship match of the night.
The following contest is the Women's Speed Championship match with a 5-minute time limit.
5-minute time limit.
Representing Bird.
Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. And we are back.
tournament. We see Birthright. There is no Kendall Gray. Gray not here to counter Birthright. Of course, Kendall, Lowell, and two of the biggest crossover athletes meet in our main event tonight for the Women's Championship. As this one's underway, looking for the count and a quick kick out as we're 10 seconds in to the Speed Championship match.
Yeah, two women hot out of the blocks right here. Impressive start from both, and time is of the essence. You know full well that Birthright on the outside. Ren Sinclair probably needs eyes in the back of her head here.
Well, Sinclair, who defeated Fallon Henley for the championship in Houston this past March, into a cover, and a kick out is 30 seconds off the clock here in this Speed Championship matchup.
And we talked about it earlier tonight. Every competitor so far really wants to put their best foot forward and claim those top spots in NXT for themselves. This is a rebuild time, and time for top stars to make their names tonight.
Well, there you saw Grace for a moment, couldn't get out of the grasp of Ren Sinclair, and high impact offense into the cover, minute in. And we almost crowned a new champion. Is Grace not as respected as perhaps maybe she should be? She is a former TNA Knockouts champion.
Yeah, so for a long time, Ariana Grace was kind of side-eye candy around here, but things have changed in a big way. This is a very different Ariana Grace. She's becoming TNA Knockouts champ, and Ren Sinclair got to keep her eyes on the prize, and such is the problem of having Birthright at ringside here.
Ren Sinclair trying to hold down the... and right there, spine first, as we got 90 seconds off the clock, and Grace back into control, and Birthright very close to becoming the most dominant faction, if they're not already, in NXT.
Well, it's certainly not the culling after what we saw on Tuesday, and outside of that dark state, they're down to one person. Vanity Project still finding their feet, and yeah, add more gold to the Birthright. No more arguments about who runs NXT.
Also, Vanity Project needs to be looking over their shoulders, not just here in NXT, but AAA. They will defend their tag titles this Tuesday on NXT. But a championship hangs in the balance right now with 2 minutes and 55 seconds and counting. Ariana Grace in firm control, charging right back in with a forearm into the cover. Is Birthright about to celebrate? And we got a kick out. What would another title do for Birthright?
It cements everything that they have ever said. They are simply born better than the rest of the locker room. And once they have that hardware, another Speed Championship in the trophy cabinet, all the other arguments start to dissipate.
And Grace, understanding that Ren has been battling knee injuries, into another cover and another kick out, is now under 2 minutes, 20 seconds. And Ariana Grace has those with her on the outside, helping coach her up. Ren Sinclair out here by herself. That is something Ren Sinclair said she would do. Along with Kendall Gray, they would do the fighting on their own, hoping both the walkout champions inside cradle and a kick out. Ren right back up, so is Grace, going right around. Grace back down, another near falls.
I was about to say, what was that?
2 minutes in this Speed Championship bout.
And this is that deep water of a
I guess they have the color change at different intervals and stuff like that.
Misnomer to call it deep water when the match is 5 minutes long, but this is championship time now. How good can you be when the pressure is on, ladies?
NXT Universe has been at a fever pitch all night long here at the Great American Bash, as we're inside 90 seconds now. And if it's a tie, Ren will stay champion. But you know, she doesn't want a tie. She wants a victory. She wants to pin or tap Grace. Minute 15, coming right back in, catching Grace, big chop. Grace right now is getting caught a few times, and Ren Sinclair starting to rock and roll as we approach 60 seconds.
And this is what I like about Ren Sinclair. She is opportunistic in that ring. She absorbed a ton of damage, waiting for the perfect moment to spin this thing around.
And
Dempsey's in there.
You know, she's got to love doing all this in front of the man who helped somewhat mold her into the woman she is today, Charlie Dempsey. But with 45 seconds, Ren just getting a little payback. Years of frustration, charged in. This is how Grace got to the finals and almost won the title. 35 seconds, pump kick didn't connect. Swing and a miss, Grace doesn't connect. Sinclair finally catching Ariana with 27 seconds, down to 25. Hoisting up the challenger with 21 seconds. Dropping Grace face first, submission locked in. Final wrench, 15 seconds, nowhere for
Wow.
Grace to go.
I actually thought she was going to lose.
Here is your winner by submission,
Well, Ren Sinclair finds her gritty side at exactly the right time in this matchup, and that is an absolute disaster for Ariana Grace. But what a nice retention by Sinclair. This is where I thought the fix was in. Exactly how Ariana Grace beat Izzy Dame on Tuesday, but turning it around, simply ready for it, was Ren Sinclair. And with a hold like that, absolute agony for Grace. And a nice retention once again for Ren Sinclair.
Well, congratulations goes out to Sinclair. Can her friend and partner, though, add gold in our main event as we get set for a fight that's not about championships?
Okay, so now we're going to probably get Dion and Saquon. And I guess the North American title will be co-main event then.
Dark State to control all NXT. That's why Dark State came together.
Dark State dethroned the Hardys and recaptured the titles.
Dark State. We were on top of the world. We were on top of the world, man.
Can Dion and Sugars get the gold back for our main event?
Tag data. I think tag was made.
And I don't think Dion realized there was a tag made. Vanity Project is walking out tag team champions. Oh! Saquon is paying the price for Dark State coming up short. A business decision was made, and it's Dark State who's standing on business.
Saquon Sugar, indie wrestler. That's it. There's a reason why he's the last pick in Dark State. For weeks, Saquon tried to paint me as the bad guy. He tried to say that I was acting like I'm better than he is. I ain't acting. I just am. I built this thing brick by brick, and I'll be damned if I let you be the one to tear it down. Y'all keep your heads up, because Dark State is back. There ain't no Dark State without Saquon Sugars, man. Y'all sent me flying, and I went crashing through that announce table. And I knew I can't get caught lacking by Dark State again. But I moved smart. That's why I took your little riders out first. I got exactly what I wanted. Me and the head of the snake in the middle of this ring at the Great American Bash. You still your own worst enemy. At the Great American Bash, there's gonna come a moment where you hesitate. And that is where I expose you.
Who y'all got winning this match, chat? I got Saquon.
Well, Wade, they are partners no more. They are brothers no longer. Saquon was called the wink link as Sugars looks to prove himself tonight. Dion Lennox, Saquon Sugars, finally, one-on-one. It's live, it's next at the Great American Bash.
Shout out to Nick Niven the Facts. I did see through the highlights that he won the TNA World Title. I wonder who's they're gonna build up to potentially challenge him for the TNA title and potentially take it from him. Leo, who do you think Liv is? Liv, do you think Liv is a weak link in the group that is holding them back? All due respect to her. I mean, people would probably on the outside think that she is, but then again, it's like, how can she be the weak link when she's the one that's winning, right? She's the one that's won the Royal Rumble. She's the one that's won the world title. I mean, she's the one that's beating the biggest names in the company. So I don't know how that would position her as the weak link of the group. If I was to say who's the weak link of the group, I would have said JD. Because he's the one that doesn't really do anything. He's the one that doesn't have any titles to his name or anything like that, like everybody else does. Because everybody else that's been in the group has become North America champion, NXT champion, world champion, tag champion, and, you know, held mid-card titles. For someone like a JD McDonough, he doesn't have that claim. He doesn't. He hasn't won a tag. Well, he's won the tag title. Sorry, he's won the tag titles. Okay, but that's it. Everyone else that's came through the group has won singles gold. He hasn't. And he's always been like positioned as like the punching bag for the group, in all fairness. So
With On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE, unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Who will secure their contract for a championship title match? Find out live in New Orleans by securing your access now at onlocationexp.com.
will the secret come out between Dom and Liv on Monday or SummerSlam? Probably more likely SummerSlam. Do you think if they push Money in the Bank, and do you imagine if they push back Money in the Bank till December? I wouldn't be surprised if they did at this point, considering how many times they pushed it back. I think they pushed it back from September, now October. Like, I think originally it was supposed to be in August, like late August. Then they did it to September, then October again. So it's like,
I want to see Saquon.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 232 pounds, Saquon Sugar.
Well, looks like Sugars has a little backup in that baseball bat. Dark State kicked this man out, called him the weak link. That's a direct quote. You can't even agree with that.
Yeah, I think weak link is a little strong because Sugars is clearly not weak in any way. He was just a bad fit for Dark State. You need to be able to follow.
I think Saquon Sugars can be the future of NXT. Leo, what is your favorite theme song in NXT currently? Currently for NXT. Leo, how come Roxanne and Raquel did not help Liv win yesterday? I mean, yeah, I thought the group would have probably been there, but I think it's overall part of the curse, maybe, that they didn't come out there. So it's like everything in Liv's life, as far as like a wrestler, is falling apart. Like, she's losing everything. She's gonna lose the Judgment Day. She's gonna lose Dom. She's gonna lose her title. I think now, like, when you go to rock bottom, only thing you can do is go up from there. So I think that's the story and narrative that they're gonna try to go with. As far as your question, Alex, what is my favorite theme song in NXT? That one's kind of tough, to be fair, because I'm trying to think. It'd probably be Kendall Gray's theme song, probably. Like, that's the first one that comes to my head. I mean, it's probably either that one or Tony D's. It's probably either Kendall Gray's or Tony D'Angelo's current theme song right now.
We all started to see a shift in focus of Darkstate thanks to this man, Dion Lennox.
Yeah, Dion Lennox is one smart cookie. I like the way he's just attacking the knee of Sugars, but when it comes to Sugars, it's just reckless intensity. You fail to see that there's any plan whatsoever with Sugars, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you have a frenzy of offense that can completely smother the likes of Dion.
Oh, man! And remember the bad back of Saquon Sugars. Remember him going through this table. Remember everything that Darkstate has done to try to tear down Saquon Sugars.
Well, the eagle eye amongst us will see that taping on the back of Saquon Sugars, and I guarantee you, if we all saw it,
During backstage segment with Byron Saxton, Liv went to call Dom on the phone. I didn't see that part. Also, shout out to the new TNA Women's Tag Champions, Rosemary and Alley. Yeah, I did see different parts of the show. How do y'all feel about the new TNA mid-card championship that they have for the women? I've been saying that like for a minute that the women needed a mid-card title, and now that they have it, I'm looking forward to see who they're gonna crown as the, your potential champion. I mean, you have potential challengers. You have Mara Sade. You have her. You have Ash. Who else probably would be a good mid-card champion? Cora Jade. She would be a good. Or Elena Black, sorry. So you can have Elena, Mara, Ash. Those are three names that I can give you right there that would be some interesting first potential champions.
Things started to escalate, and Dion Lennox just got a rude awakening of sorts from Saquon Sugars. Sugars coming in focused in this match because we can agree, oh, there's Cutler James and Osiris obviously not walking with the same sort of authority that they do, but have now provided the distraction for Dion Lennox to open the door and snap back Saquon Sugars.
Yeah, this was the curveball that Sugars did not need tonight.
Oh!
The game plan of Sugars was outstanding. Take out the backup and then kill the head of the snake. Well, the backup is back.
And a kick out.
And the head of the snake is feeding.
Dion Lennox focused on wiping Saquon Sugars out of NXT. Wherever you're watching around the world, we are certainly seeing the leader of Darkstate, Dion Lennox, maybe, just maybe, prove his point that Saquon certainly was the weakest link in that group.
Well, it's pretty easy to be the weakest link when 3 of the 4 links are all attacking you simultaneously. Right now, it has not been physical from the 2 remaining members of Darkstate, but what a presence and what a distraction
is the group
for Sugars.
going to bring up the money and Liv losing and not winning the crown, they probably will bring up both those things for sure. If I'm thinking how things are gonna play out for sure.
Yeah, but are you chasing a lost cause at this point, Saquon? And this is the smarts of Dion Lennox. You stack the deck in your favor, and you make sure you simply cannot lose from a position of power like this. And this is why he really is the head of Dark State.
You know, Wade, I asked you earlier about if Dion has passed Saquon Sugars. I'm not here to answer that as shooting the half into the cover and a bridge out by Saquon. But Dion Lennox has been closer to the NXT Championship than any other members of Dark State. He competed at the premium live event known as Deadline for an opportunity to go to New Year's Evil. We can argue that due to that shift in focus, I'm sorry to cut you off, of Dark State, that shift in focus we saw was all due to Dion Lennox and his vision.
But when it comes to success in this game, it's not simply about who is the better man in the ring. There's a lot more involved than that. There's planning, there's strategy, there's keeping yourself in pinpoint physical condition.
Whoa.
And of course, there is the art of stacking the deck in your favor. And Dion Lennox has been an absolute mastermind at all of the above. And this is now just putty in his hands. And it's suddenly looking very easy for Dion Lennox.
James we see with his left arm in a sling. We see Osiris right now not able to stand on his own 2 feet. We see Saquon Sugars gasping for air and just rapid fire knees to the ribs, again to the lower back.
So much resentment between these two men, but right now are physically impaired. Saquon Sugars, there's very little he can do with that resentment other than just absorb more and more abuse and try some way to cling on in this match.
Continuing just to punish Saquon is Dion. Dion trying to prove a point that he is better. He's always been better. And he turns right around Saquon and is staying 1 step ahead of Sugars in this matchup.
Well, that shows you why intellect, IQ are so crucial in this game. It's not just about fighting. It's not just about athleticism. It really is about the brain too. Dion Lennox has it all.
How much is left in the body of Saquon Sugars?
Leo, my younger cousin is looking to start doing WWE related content. What advice would you give him? I mean, okay, if I want to give you, okay, that's a good question. So, the first question, well, first thing I can give your younger cousin who's willing to get into the content creation space, first you have to be consistent with doing it. Sometimes, I mean, granted, at least like have a schedule, right? I'm not saying you gotta post like every day like me, but like have like a schedule in which you want to record. Maybe you want to record 2, maybe 3 times a week, right? So kind of having like a good schedule first off and foremost. Second off is sometimes collaborations definitely can go and help you as far as when you're trying to get your name out there. But really, one of the biggest critiques that I will give you is you gotta have thick skin, right? You gotta have thick skin to be in the content creation space, right? Because you're gonna have a lot of people who are going to criticize you and hate on you for doing what you do, and that just comes with the territory and the reality of being a content creator. And you have to kind of be able to understand that and adapt to that being a reality, but really not just focusing on the negativity, but really just focus on the positive stuff. And that's going into any show, right? Whether if it's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, or PLE, you got to go into it knowing that you're not going to probably get like a 10 out of 10 show or whatever. But sometimes going into these shows with low expectations, sometimes you can have a better overall enjoyment of the show if you have low expectations, because something might end up surprising you. But then also at the same time, even if it's not a 10 out of 10 show, sometimes you're going to get a 4 out of 10 show. Sometimes you're going to get a 3 out of 10 show, right? It's not going to be, you know, it's going to have its ups and downs throughout the year, right? But still have some excitement, at least in this grand scheme of things when it comes to talking about it. Like, I mean, like, for example, you look at WrestleMania, right? Was it a good weekend as far as like the overall wrestling? No, because it was tainted because of the commercials, right? But like, even then, there were some still bright points of WrestleMania that were worth talking about, right? So kind of being able to do that too. So when it comes to your younger cousin, when it comes to these shows, be able to find something that you find positive coming out of the show to talk about. Don't really focus more on the negative aspect of a lot of things, because I get it. A lot of people, you know, thrive on negativity, but be different, right? Be true to yourself and really do it because you love it. Sometimes people are not going to see your talent and see how good you really are, but really just keep being yourself, right? Just keep being yourself. Like, at the end of the day, keep being yourself. Because your passion for something is really going to shine time and time again, no matter how many times people will doubt you and criticize you and say you're not good at something. Rennes, dude, I'm your biggest fan. I appreciate that.
Backbreaker right into a flatliner. I mean, that was something we have not seen from Saquon.
Right, Sugars is unorthodox. He's a wild card. He's got that reckless intensity. These are all the reasons he did not fit into Dark State, but it might be the undoing of Dark State in this match.
Climbing up that ladder did Saquon, and it's amazing to see everything he's been able to do with the damage done to the back for several weeks. Adrenaline will make a man do crazy, crazy things.
He is going to be hurting in the morning, but it will hurt so much less if he gets the dub here.
Cover! And you saw Saquon realize where he was at, pulling Dion's body back underneath the rope, goes up, and nice leg drop into another cover. Another hook of the leg and another near fall.
Man, I am so impressed with Sugars at this point in the matchup, written off minutes ago, yet bouncing back and suddenly got a major upper hand in this one, but can he convert against his arch nemesis? And wait up. More distractions from the outside will not help things at all for Sugars, who has to stay laser focused and get this done.
All the way to the top rope. Look at high risk. Took a little bit too much time, and I come back to the back that maybe he couldn't execute as fast as he wanted to.
Just a beat too slow there, and Dion Lennox has done his job and stopped that power, stopped that athleticism of Sugars. For how long?
Door open one more time. Lennox, though, still standing. Lennox now all the way up, and belly to back, and it was Sugars whose spine just bent across that steel.
We call that a spine cracker, and good night, Sugars. Thank you for coming, but that was as ugly and gnarly as they come, my God.
Dropping Saquon into the cover, and I don't know how Saquon was able to kick out at that moment.
Yeah, and if there wasn't this
nasty
level of resentment between these two, you know Sugars had been written off a long time ago here, but there is something burning inside Saquon Sugars tonight that simply will not give in, will not break.
I don't know how both these men are standing after some of the things we've seen in this match as Lennox charging right back in. Big decleating, decapitating clothesline. Followed it up with another. JBLS falls into the cover and another kick out. So, I don't know where Saquon is getting it from.
My God, Lennox has done everything right tonight, and it's simply not been good enough.
Bro, this match has been low-key kind of story-driven. I do like that, though.
Sidestepping, big kick, another enziguri.
This match has been very story-driven, like from start to finish.
Saquon, what is his weight? His 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th win?
Well, right now, Dion Lennox does not know what the hell is going on. A human being could not be kicking out this deep into the matchup after I've owned 90% of it.
Dion continuing to talk trash. Saquon trying to block it out, hoisting up Lennox.
Well, this Saquon is a real freak. I don't know what's going on here, Vic.
Falling right down, and almost the body giving out of Dion for a moment.
Dion's body did kind of give out there a little bit.
Going all the way to the top, and look at that splash.
1, 2.
And it doesn't get any sweeter
Hey.
than that.
Oh, brother. Of course they got to attack him. Of course they got to attack him. They can't let him get a win. They just can't let him get a win, can he?
The real winner now. It looks like Dark State.
Oh, in Dark State, Cutler James is 100%.
Somebody's got to help him, right?
100%.
Yeah, what do they say? Sometimes
What
when
is
you
going on?
really, you lose, Vic. And you always lose when it comes to dark. Oh, my God.
And now Dion Lennox has that baseball bat.
Well, this is called falling on your own sword, and this looks really, really bad for Sugars.
State appears to have won the war.
Yeah, they're gonna have. I think the story now is Saquon Sugar is gonna have to find some people to align with to go against them, because right now it's the numbers game right now. So he's gonna have to find somebody that's going to be willing to go and be an alliance with him. So we'll see how that does go. We'll see how that goes. I believe it's this one, right? No, it's the wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh yeah. Saquon and OTM. I mean, give OTM something to do because they're not doing anything else with them. I never seen Liv so frazzled about the curse. She's usually calm and collective. Yeah, that's usually how she operates, where she's cool, calm, and collective. But now it's like she's very on edge.
On WWEshop.com. Keep an eye out for more events being announced soon.
Tatum, tough loss in your rematch for the North American title against Zarya. How are you possibly going?
When I won that title, that was the first time that I did something for myself, not for friends, not for to cure my loneliness or anything. It was for me and the entire NXT universe. And now without it, I feel empty, I feel sad, I just let everybody down. And now without it, I feel scared.
You have got to be kidding me. Tatum, what are you crying about? You've had so many opportunities and you choked. Get over it. I outlasted 5 other women in a ladder match to become the first ever women's North American champion. I've been here for 3 years, and I'm better than all of y'all, and I still never got a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. I'm constantly overlooked for people like you, and you don't see me crying. Meanwhile, you get chance after chance, and you fumbled it. Yeah, you always find a way to make yourself a victim.
Do you
It's
think
actually
that that the curse is real? No, I think it's real, especially with how everything has been playing out. With everything that's been playing out, with Dominic losing his title and everything like that, JD getting shocked, the stuff that's been going on with the Miz and Kit Wilson, and now what's happening with Liv. Yeah, Liv is probably gonna be the worst case, bro, because she's gonna lose her title. She's gonna lose the Judgment Day. I think she's gonna have the worst case of them all, for real. To be fair.
There is a changing of the guard moment. Who's going to be the next Trick Williams? Who's going to be the next Obafemi? Who's going to be the next Rhea Bloody Ripley? We might find out tonight, Vic.
Well, we're getting set for our 4th championship match of the night. Next. The challenger very confident heading in to
For a minute, I forgot it was Tavion Heights. Maybe because it's the way he has his hair, because like he's usually had like the fro. I didn't even know who that was for a minute. Yeah, Liv has been denying the curse, but I think it's only a matter of time before she really starts to take it serious. I think it's gonna be something that's really going to happen to where she takes it serious. That's why I said once Tavion needs a new music. His current, yeah, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I don't like that, bro.
And his opponents from Wilmington, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne!
Come on, baby, let's go! Both these men ready to do battle. I want to go back to Tavion Heights for a moment, who has not taken his eyes off of Miles Bourne. This is Heights' first premium live event since No Mercy of last year. It just goes to show you, Wade, how truly hard it is to break through something you can certainly speak about.
Yeah, so the climb, especially at this level in NXT, is never linear. You think, oh, great, I've had my first PLE match. Maybe I got a couple of wins here and there. It doesn't mean you're going to be guaranteed to be on every single PLE. You've got to pick your moments, and when you get them, you have to convert them. And this is not going to be easy for either man tonight.
Spirit of competition certainly at a high point between these two. Third time these two.
But like I said, Caleb, it's gonna take something that's really going to have to happen for her to really believe like what's happening. That's why I said it's gonna be something very wild that's gonna happen.
But for somebody like Tavion Heights, you go 0-3 against the competitor. You simply have to face facts that at this stage in your career, and for both men, it's still the early stages of their career, he is just the better man. Really imperative that Heights gets the win tonight.
I don't know if Miles is going to succeed trying to out-wrestle Heights. calls himself the Olympic Kid, representing Team USA at the 2020 Summer Olympics, a gold medalist at the Pan American Championships in the same year. And certainly this is going to be right up Heights' alley, a peak performer, growing week in and week out, a five-tool player, if you will. And Miles Bourne trying to switch things up here for a moment, and Heights just holding on.
Well, Heights has it all. What he hasn't had yet is that big career win that puts him on the map. He is one breakout win away from being a top-tier NXT star, and this is the win. If he can get this done, if he can grab gold from someone as accomplished as Miles Bourne, then yeah, put Tavion Heights on the map for good.
Two biggest crossover athletes still to come for the NXT Women's Championship. It is our main event. It is now
Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? Alex, appreciate you for stopping back through.
In the center of the ring.
For Liv to be uncursed, she will need to give. Yeah, I think maybe she'll do that once she becomes a babyface. It's not gonna fit the heel version of her character. Like if she goes through this curse and she's pretty much where she loses everything, like I mentioned, where she's losing the Judgment and she loses Dom and loses the World Championship and she hits rock bottom. Now she has to rebuild herself back up to the top, and she has to rebuild and find out who she really is and rediscover herself and everything like that. I think when she becomes a babyface, I think then at that point, if you want to give her, she wants to do that, then fine. I don't know about the song part though, but maybe they'll do something with the money issue probably. Who currently in NXT do you see being in the 2027 Royal Rumble? Right now, probably right now.
Tensions rising.
I mean, you already seen Kalani Jordan, so I can see Kalani being in it. Jada Parker. Zarya. I think those three I could see being in there. For the men, Miles Bourne.
Surprise you, Barrett, that we got a clean break between these two.
Well, it doesn't
maybe Keanu Reeves.
There is respect, there is love for one another. However, they are two alpha dogs chasing the same.
And then Tony D. I think
maintained
those are just the ones I'd see potentially.
The deeper waters of this one.
Oh, the pace starting to quicken, the smack talk picking up. And look at that takedown, and quickly, though, right back to the mat, floating right over into a cover. And again, I don't know if the strategy of Miles Bourne to want to try to out-wrestle an Olympian is the strategy.
Well, I think it's an ego thing, and obviously they've trained a ton together, and you have to think that Miles Bourne knows exactly what Tavion Heights has got in his locker when it comes to wrestling, and feels today that he can put a statement win down by out-wrestling this genius-level wrestler that is Tavion Heights.
Miles was looking for that snap power slam. Tavion, of course, knew what was coming as Bourne saw that kick coming in. Oh, that was unique. From the outside to the inside for Miles Bourne.
So are they going to keep doing Judgment Day and Dan has a segment until it lives out the group? They might sprinkle him here and there probably.
Fisherman style still doesn't get the three.
They might sprinkle segments here and there.
Miles has now caught Tavion 2 times by surprise.
Well, a couple of brothers who know each other inside and out, who've trained together for years, who know their strengths and weaknesses. The question is, who has the ability to change it up more and catch their brother by surprise? And right now, you've got to say it's the champ Bourne.
Well, it's hard to argue because Miles is certainly in control right now of the situation, controlling the body of Tavion. At this juncture, great job by our official. What a night it has been here at the Great American Bash. First premium live event since Stand and Deliver. And Miles Bourne had a big moment at Stand and Deliver in St. Louis when he was able to retain his North American Championship. And for Miles Bourne, he was starting to show Heights the path, so to speak. That goes back to when they were in the No Quarter Catch crew.
Yeah, and clearly Miles Bourne felt like he was stagnating in that group, which is why he stepped away, and proof positive that it was the right decision is the gold that he now carries. And I think that has lit a little fire inside of Tavion Heights, and I hate to say it, but the word really is jealousy or envy, I suppose. That Heights wants what his brother has got and starts to resent.
How come everyone in the group is cursed? But I don't know. That's why I think the whole thing of the curse is pretty much mainly going to affect Liv rather than everybody else, because she's losing everything. And I think Dom, he's gonna pretty much end up going with Roxanne and Raquel. I think it's more likely it's gonna be Roxanne, but I've been hearing people saying that Dom is cheating on Liv with Raquel. I don't know how that would look.
I mean, you might need to pull out a cheap shot at some point.
I don't know how that would look.
Oh, God, that was ugly. That was really ugly.
Nasty landing by both men. North American Championship hanging in the balance. Heights born former teammates in the No Quarter Catch Crew. Recently teamed just weeks ago, and for
I hope this is not true, but rumor is Sammy loses the title to Brock, then Brock loses the title to Oleg SummerSlam. I've been hearing that, bro. I'm hoping that's not the case, because I wouldn't want Sammy to go out like that. Like, I really don't want to see Sammy go out like that. Like, he deserves a run.
Just moments ago, which turned to complexion, but we just saw a right hand thrown by Tavion, and I think the fun and games are over now as Heights charges right in. Big clothesline into the cover for the title and a kick out.
Yeah, been a very good, clean fight so far. A lot of respect between these two brothers, but ultimately you have to put all that aside. There's gold on the line, and not only that, a chance to progress your career forward in a serious way here tonight. And if it takes a punch to the jaw on your brother, apologize later, buy him a box of chocolates if you have to, but win that goal.
Oh, there's that strength, just a gut-wrench toss of the champion by the challenger into the cover. And another near fall. And this goes back to what I was getting ready to ask you moments ago. Boom, as you see that slam one more time. What strategy would you be implementing?
After stream, I am going to comment on Ross and Dub's latest video saying they should have Leo back on the channel. Hey, if you guys want to see me back on the channel or see them do like a stream with me, or I'm on one of their Raw streams or PLE streams or something, hey, let them know. Let them know if you guys want to see that. Definitely go and let them know, like, hey, we want to see Leo on a Raw stream or a SmackDown stream or a PLE stream or something.
Elbows one after another, and the champion right now is certainly rocked. It is Heights who is trying to become the 24th different superstar to win the North American Championship, a title held by Solo Sikoa, Johnny Gargano, even Damian Priest.
Yeah, and Tavion Heights feels like the forgotten man in this situation, the man who's been left in the dirt for no real reason. That Bourne just got the opportunity for him, and this is how you turn it around.
Look at that suplex. Is it enough for the title? And another kick out by the champion.
And here's the issue for Tavion Heights. He's starting to get a little frustration at this point because things are simply not going as smoothly as he would like. He's got the upper hand, but simply Bourne is too tough to
Since Dom is already cursed, does Liv curse follows him too? I mean, I don't really know how that would work, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Is one hard-wearing dude and is not lying down easy here.
You know, you used the word just moments ago here to talk about Heights. The word was frustration. Was frustrating. Do you get a sense there's a lot of frustration that has been built up in the challenger here tonight, who has continued to lock in submission after submission on the champion?
Yeah, you don't want to come across as the bitter guy, the resentment. Look, there's still love between these two, but really, if the bitterness is coming from anywhere, it's the man who has been left behind, the man who doesn't have the spotlight, the man who doesn't have the gold, and that's Tavion Heights. And you can turn it all around tonight in a tap out or a 3-second pin.
You start to wonder if anything's wrong with Miles Bourne. You see Bourne's, the color of Bourne right now. He's been in so many different submissions. It looks like he's certainly straining right now in this matchup. You got to wonder if maybe the air has been taken out of him, going back to that nasty spill just a few moments ago.
Well, not even that. Earlier on in the match, there was a double head collision between the two of them. I guarantee you they both have cobwebs from that, and sometimes it's difficult to shake them off.
Leo, have you been to Waco Surf in Waco, Texas? I've heard of it, but I've never been, no. Because many of the ones that I've been to is Slitterbond and Splashtown.
Look how rugged
those are the ones I've been to. Slitterbond and Splashtown are the ones I've been to.
That was a nasty shot right to the throat by Heights, and the gloves truly are off
and
now.
Did you notice Miles' body just almost giving out on him? Could have been a knockout blow. And Tavion following right up.
And you've got to go low sometimes. You have to fight dirty. And Miles Bourne was not expecting this from Heights, and it goes back to what we were talking about. Change it up. Throw something at your brother, at your former partner, this guy you respected for so long and trained with that he's not anticipating.
Cover for the championship and a kick out. Miles Bourne right now
Some fan,
is hurting.
I hope God helps certain friends of mine out. I mean, that's true. I mean, that's all you can do is just pray about it, honestly, Alex, and hope certain things, you know, just go the way it needs to. You know what I mean?
Just trying desperately to put gold around his waist.
Some fans want Dom and Liv out of the group because they were both cursed by Danhausen. I just want Liv and Dom to be done, to be fair. I want Liv to be back to being a babyface. And that's why I said him losing everything.
Forward, belly to back suplex executed to perfection into the cover and another near fall. And there really isn't much. Both these superstars right now are spent. The gas is almost on E for both. One will walk out champion. Tavion Heights is coming with a strategy. He is starting to wear out his former partner, his friend, the current reigning, defending NXT North American champion. You saw Heights in his early days inside the Performance Center here in Orlando. What is this man missing?
He's only missing one thing because he has literally all the athletic tools and discipline any man could ever want.
Power slam, cover. And a kick out.
The only thing Heights is missing is that career credibility that gold will bring you. That a moment like this, defeating a competitor like a Miles Bourne will give you. That spotlight will stay on you for good. You have that credibility that you so
I think
desire,
Finn is laughing about Liv being cursed. I think it's going to be a situation where those two are going to be on the same page again in the future. I think Liv is going to be on the same get on the same page at some point down the line with Rhea, Finn, and Damien.
He has all the tools. He has everything you could.
All right, like I said, you guys got to go tune into my recent video where I put up what's going to happen with Liv going forward. Also, I do have my once again, I do have my WrestleMania 43 predictions coming out tomorrow. So I already recorded that video. That should be up tomorrow morning time. So definitely be on the lookout for that. All I gotta do is edit it and then I will upload it for you guys.
Might take you to some real dark places, and to put away Miles Bourne tonight, you might need to go to a dark place that you've never had to go to before. So I certainly wouldn't begrudge the frustrations of Tavion Heights right now.
And this is something that shows you the growth of Heights. He hits that shoulder breaker, and what does he do? He goes immediately to that same shoulder after the kick out. Continue to apply the pressure. Nice counter, though, and a counter for a counter. The knee, though, was blocked right into a hip toss, which was countered into an arm drag, and another submission locked in. Bourne trying to hold on, and remember the damage that's been done to that shoulder. What we've seen submission style, what we saw with that shoulder breaker, and Heights right now is straining, trying to create separation. Bourne, though, trying to get to his belly.
Yeah, that is a superb block by Miles
Shoulder.
And get converted into a pin as well, but now that arm is extended. Here we go. Snap or tap Miles Bourne.
Oh, we're going to certainly find out truly what Miles Bourne is made of, and I think Miles was able to get that hand back up. A great job by our crew. Miles right now trying to hold on, and Tavion trying to break that grip.
I don't care what Miles Bourne is made out of. His elbow is made out of sinew just like everybody else's, and it will snap in a heartbeat if he's not careful.
Oh, how much damage is Bourne doing to himself to inflict some damage to Heights?
Any way out. That was the methodology, and it worked.
It's all about
this current
the
Friday,
North American title.
SmackDown goes back 2 hours. Yep. It's about time. Let's be fair. It's about time.
What a match. What a fight between these two men. All four.
Do you think Rhea is going to remind Liv that she lost the title to man and family just like her? Maybe if in the sense of like them bonding, potentially this might be extremely biased, but WWE is born without CM Punk. I mean, there's been some bright spots, I will say, Alex, as far as WWE goes, but I do think CM Punk does add like another element of intrigue and excitement to WWE.
But his former training partner, Tavion Heights, who this may be slipping out of the hands of Heights, who was in full control moments ago.
We talk about a turning point for Heights in his career. Let's talk about a turning point. Maybe an overhead belly-to-belly toss. And you could hear the air drive out of the lungs of Miles Bourne.
I'll tell you, both men know each other so well. They both knew they were in for a real fight tonight. No easy wins, but that count is starting to climb.
Referee at 5. Heights knows he's got to get Bourne back to the ring. The count broken at 6. And this might be his best opportunity to finally crown himself champion. And that left shoulder off the mat.
And this is crucial time.
He's going to have to have a lot to say whenever he returns. Most likely Raw in Chicago. Yeah. That's in July, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I know you're exhausted, but there is gold on the line and a chance to majorly advance your career. Take it, Tavion.
We don't see Heights go to the top often. Hit that splash. Wasn't pretty. And, almost, though, was able to put a championship around his waist.
These two are so well matched, and that has to be what really frustrates Tavion Heights. He just wants that gold so badly here.
Back in looking for a German suplex. Second time was the charm. Bourne right now showing you what made him a champion. A man who credits Ethan Page for helping him realize his potential. But it's Heights who's trying to realize his here right now in this moment. Up and
God.
Bourne again out of nowhere. Bourne's reign continues.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT North American Champion, Miles Bourne.
Unreal.
When is Drew coming back? Because I'm pretty sure I think they say he's starting to film another movie. I didn't see he's starting like another. He's gonna be doing another movie. So he might come back at SummerSlam, or at least lead up to SummerSlam, maybe, or maybe sometime next month.
That Tavion Heights just couldn't see coming, and this has slipped away from the challenger. And Miles Bourne, hats off to you, sir.
In a nice show of sportsmanship between these two, Tavion will take his career to new heights. Tonight wasn't the night, however. Your heart goes out to the challenger, but a lot of respect goes to the man who is still champion.
Miles Bourne, congratulations on retaining your NXT North American Championship. Can you tell me, how are you feeling right now?
I'm uncomfortable, Emily.
Leo, video idea for you, end of 2026, your goals for YouTube 2027. Yeah, I plan to do that. That's a yearly thing that I do.
Every day to become the best version of ourselves. And tonight, he pushed me to become a better champion. Now I know Tavion is going to get himself a championship, but unfortunately for him, it's not tonight. This North American Championship, the most important thing that I have. I've had this title for 4 months now, and it doesn't matter if you're friend or your foe. This title, I'm gonna hold it for a long, long time.
You can hear the NXT Universe. That man truly is an inspiration. Miles proving he was indeed born to be champion. But from one champion to another, that is our women's champion. Coming up in moments, it's our main event, Vice Gray for the NXT Women's title.
Fanatics Fest NYC is back and coming in hot.
Game time, hit the shot and look down at my wrist just like it's game time. Know I'm in the field, kicking game, I'm on the main line.
Stacked with WWE superstar appearances too legendary to miss. Thursday, July 16th through Sunday, July 19th at the Javits Center. Tickets on sale now at fanaticsfest.com.
Well, we only have one more match tonight, which is the main event for the Women's Championship. I got every prediction right on this card except the Speed title. I had Ariana Grace winning that one. and Liv should go for the IC USA NXT title to become Grand Slam champion. I would not mind that. I mean, we've seen Bayley go down NXT. We've seen Charlotte go down NXT. I mean, we've seen Becky Lynch do it. So I wouldn't be upset at the prospect of Liv Morgan, after getting jumped out of the Judgment Day and everything like that. She finds herself back in NXT and going after the NXT championship. Would not mind that at all. I do think she will go after the IC title at some point, and I can see the same thing going for the US title as well, especially with you have the US title, kind of needing the star power and the stories to kind of get it elevated to be on a card, or the PLE card, if I should be specific. So I would love to see Liv be a part of that and helping the mid card division continue to flourish. The show is supposed to be going until not according to TV listing, so we have about another 40 minutes of the show left, and I'm pretty sure the main event's going to get time. I'm pretty sure you're going to have commercial breaks in between time, if depending on how the CW works. Because I'm watching on Netflix, so the in-ring action continues to keep going. So, but you got entrances. You're gonna have commercial breaks, so it probably might be another 15 minutes, probably worth of in-ring action. Cause like they usually end the show 5 minutes before, something like that. So that's something to kind of keep your eye out on. But before we start the main event, let me take a quick break, and I will be right back.
American title. I mean, I can't think of anybody more deserving.
He deserved it. He earned it. He's been working his tail off
since the day he got here when he was on Evolve.
Hey, come on. What he done to deserve a title shot?
No, man, he deserved it. He's been working his tail off the whole time, man.
Since the day he got here, EK prospered.
No, he just, KO, we're having a good time. Take it easy, man. I mean, he did beat you, so I think he earned some. Yeah, he beat you. Yeah, no, he beat some.
Who you think you are? I'm breaking. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. What y'all thought this was? Don't touch me. Get your hands off me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I will break all y'all. Don't touch me. I'm not no joke.
In 2022, I was the biggest signing of the year. I had to learn what it meant to earn my place in this division.
I will not stop. I was made for one thing. Most won't understand. Step out on the stage, I put on a show, make everyone clap.
From NXT to AAA,
the real deal. Kneel to Lola.
Vice City is everywhere, baby.
Foley Encore just caught Gray. Back fist just caught Jade. And Lola has finally done it. The first female Cuban American champion ever.
This NXT Women's Division is full of girls ready for their moment. And they all want my NXT Women's Championship. You could take your shot, but all that's gonna get you is knocked out and then danced on.
So if anyone's up next, it's me. I'm not gonna stand here and tell everybody why I deserve the NXT Women's Championship. Because I've already proven it. Your new Evolve Women's Champion has officially arrived!
Kendall Gray, the Iron Survivor.
Shock the world, man.
Oh, Shades of Gray. And Gray is gonna get another crack at the gold.
When people look in the history books 20 years from now, they're gonna see the name Kendall Gray. And I won't stop until I get my hands on the NXT Women's Championship.
Kendall, that inspiration you feel, the desire to change the guard, I did that for you. This is the first time there's two crossover female fighters at the top of NXT. I will beat you, and you will learn what it means to humble yourself. Put your head down the same way I had to so many times.
When the lights have shined the brightest here, one thing is for sure. I failed.
Kendall Gray is headed. Whoa. There was a tap, but there was also a 3. Who's challenging for the women's title?
I'm trying to redeem myself from New York.
Y sigue con New York. You crumble under pressure, and on Sunday, I'll show you why I'm number 1 and you're number 2. Kendall Gray will push this women's division further, but it will be when Lola Vice is done. And I'm not done yet.
The two biggest crossover athletes in NXT history collide. Gray, Vice, but this time for the Women's Championship at the Great American Bash. Here we go. NXT Women's title. It's our main event of the Great American Bash.
5 things I'm grateful for in my life right now: family, friends, freedom of speech, and second chances. Amen to that. Liv should win Elimination Chamber next year. I would hope she does, to be fair. I would love to see her win that. I mean, if it's in Saudi Arabia, and they do tend to book Liv. Well, I'll put it like this: when it comes to Saudi Arabia, they do tend to want to have her in the bigger matches for sure. I think she should win the chamber though, considering that they usually tend to put, Liv in bigger positions for those shows. I think Naomi wins 2027 Rumble. I could see it. I could see that. Even though I don't know. Well, according to my predictions, my predictions that I made, I don't have her in the world title picture, but I do have her on my card. I do have Naomi in my card. I just don't have her in the world title picture. Spoiler. I think EO might win the chamber. No. I think EO is gonna probably win the Royal Rumble. I think EO might win that.
Tried earlier to run down what's going to happen this Tuesday, so let's try it again. He's big, he's bad, he'll body slam your dad, and perhaps Jackson Drake. Mason Rook looking to make an example out of the Brass Drake Tuesday on NXT. As for Jada Parker, she'll be pulling up this Tuesday to face Carmen Petrovic. Petrovic vowed to...
At this point, I put the Evolve title on Jada Parker. Let her win that. I could see the story continuing, and her and Nikita go at it.
Also, in 48 hours, a pair of titles will be defended. There you see the challengers on the right. They're looking to dethrone the Vanity Project for the NXT Tag Team Championships this Tuesday live on NXT. And we also learned earlier that this is set in stone. EK Prosper will challenge El Hijo del Vikingo for the AAA Latin American title. It's all live on NXT with a little international feel this Tuesday, and we've had a little international flavor that has been felt here tonight at the Great American Bash.
C'est terminé, Kev.
A ringszűnyekben nem engedte őt védekezni Zaria, és az újabb F5.
Und wieder ein zweiter F5. Zaria bleibt North American Champion.
챔피언 토니 디엔저. 자, 모이도 파파 비트고 음악해. Behind the Falcon Jaman Suplex 9
Dino si rimette in piedi, lo afferra, chokeslam.
C'è l'1, c'è il 2, c'è il 3.
Ancora Tony di aggiunto nel caso. Il tacco handicap buoni.
Sounds from around the world as we are live tonight in Orlando inside the Performance Center, and what a night it has been thus far for our champions. They are 4 for 4 here at the Great American Bash as we are seconds away from our main event here live tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your main event!
Yo, appreciate the follow.
About the number of championship opportunities this woman has had. As you see, her family is here live tonight. But Wade, she has earned each and every one.
Yeah, you earn your chance then in my book.
My thing is my thing is who would be the champion though, Caleb, and that's my question because I could see her winning the chamber next year. That's my question to you, Caleb. I could see Liv winning the chamber next year, but who would be the champion at that point? Would it be Stephanie? Would it be Becky? Would it be Raquel? Would it be Roxanne? Who would be the champion at that point? So is everyone getting is everyone getting teaser of being annoyed by Liv or no on Monday? Probably. We probably get a teaser.
His family is here as well. That is Lola's mother. 10 years, cancer-free.
So both of these
today.
women's families is here tonight. That's amazing.
As she tries to compose herself before heading in to this main event.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and what a main event start.
Yo, appreciate the follow, Basketball Phenom 313.
Enraptured with Lola Vice, a woman who is quite simply an ass-kicking machine.
Wearing the pinstripes of the New York Yankees.
The following contest scheduled for one fall. It's for the NXT
I got Kendall winning this one. I got Kendall.
Championship. Introducing the challenger from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kendall Gray. And her opponent from Miami, Florida. She is one half of a AAA mixed tag and the NXT Women's Champion, Lola Vice.
LOL, even though I got a huge crush on Lola, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I'll be in positions just like you, Basketball Phenom. Let's be fair here. I'll be in your positions many times. Like, people know I be going with Liv Morgan a lot of the times, but she be facing some very attractive women. Let's be fair. Let's be real here.
Fatal Influence was in the main event against Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace last year, and we are here right now. The two biggest crossover athletes in NXT history. And here we go, we've locked up in Wade. What does it tell you that these two were chosen by Shawn Michaels to main event the first premium live event on broadcast television?
Oh man, what a pat on the back for these two. That is a rubber stamping from top brass that says, we know you two are the future. We know you two can be the
Too much wrestling this weekend, facts. Because, I mean, you think about it. You got Night of Champions. It was yesterday. You got Great American Bash happening right now. You got AEW Forbidden Door, and you had TNA Slammiversary earlier. So it's a lot of wrestling that's happening. Then we're not even, and then you segue right back into our regular week with Raw, SmackDown, NXT. Like what? It's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on.
Old school, I'm always going to go with the grappler because the grappler can dominate the body in
Wait for a submission. Trying to lock it in right now. Lola trying to get that arm extended. Kendall doing her best job to fight free and does.
Yeah, as I was saying, the grappler can control the body and control the fight. The problem is, we know that Lola Vice is just one knockout shot away from winning this thing. You simply at no point in a
I also subbed to your YouTube channel earlier on. Appreciate that so much, Basketball Phenom. Appreciate that so much. Appreciate the sub. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that so much, man.
Both could leave tonight champions as Sinclair was able to successfully defend her speed championship earlier tonight. Nice takedown right into a cover, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Man, two women who, as you've mentioned, crossover stars from other combat disciplines who have simply taken to this like ducks to water, and this has been spectacular from the word go.
Kendall Gray earned this chance by defeating Kalani Jordan, the same Jordan who submitted Lola Vice, believes this was her main event. Kendall believes that she earned this, but Kalani believes this was her title match. That's also the same Kalani.
I will say Lola's kind of operating as the heel in this match, though.
Earlier tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, I've watched many eras of developmental systems in WWE, and just when I think the women's level has peaked, these two to push even
down.
further.
Nice job by Kendall right now, trying to control the body of Lola Vice. And Lola, you got to imagine the emotional toll. We talk about her mother who's sitting here ringside to the right, but she defended this title 24 hours ago in AAA, a historic match, and you have to imagine the travel, the media, two brands that the entire building, but that might have been
Facts, Alex. Welcome, Basketball Phenom. Welcome to the best community to be a part of. Facts. We positive in here. We talk about wrestling. We have a fun time about wrestling, whether we agree on certain opinions or not. We have fun over here.
She exploits it every time you mention the fact that she was competing in AAA yesterday, showing no signs of tiredness, exhaustion, or lack of ring sharpness whatsoever. That is impressive, and that will hold her in good stead, regardless of how this match turns out.
I don't know if Kendall Gray should try to throw hands with Lola Vice.
Well, trying to match Lola Vice is perhaps a fool's errand, but it seems to be working for Kendall Gray, and that is a mental.
Do you think that Liv is going to ask Dan Hutch to uncurse her backstage or not? I could see it happening. I wouldn't be surprised if if that happens, because I could see her doing that. But I think at first she's not going to believe it's even real, to be fair.
Taking it to the challenger. I don't want to look ahead, but you got to be thinking in the back of Kendall Gray's mind. If she loses, if she comes up short, she goes way to the end.
I might be going to USA Soccer Game on Thursday. Oh, cool. Have fun. Hope you have a lot of fun when you do go.
Robert Stone's door. Simply put, the women's division here in NXT is thriving right now, and there are too many talented women for Kendall Gray to get yet another shot if this one doesn't work out.
And as we saw in New York City, Madison Square Garden and its shadows, these two went back and forth, tit for tat. Such an evenly matched up contest that everyone's been waiting for these two to go one-on-one once more. And again, you're seeing that human game of chess play out here at the Great American Bash.
Yeah, and there were some comments last week from Lola Vice that said, look, Kendall, you're going to run this place one day, but you're only going to run it once I leave, once I choose to leave NXT. That is how much respect Lola Vice has for Kendall Gray, but right now simply outmaneuvering Kendall.
Well, right now, you also think about Lola Vice and something she said. And I'll ask you, has Lola earned her place here in NXT?
Hold on.
There's Jordan and also Ren Sinclair. Jordan
Also, congratulations to Zaya Brookside, new TNA Women's Champ. Facts.
You won't come out here, but you needed it, but that distraction could be pivotal there, right in the gut.
And following it right up is Lola Vice, in control of the match and in control of the NXT Women's Division.
Why is she looking like that? I'm glad Tessa Blanchard left TNA. Well, she said she enjoyed her time there, but she didn't really do much. To be fair, she really didn't do much. I don't even remember like any notable matches or feuds that she had during this run with TNA. Now she's back in CMLL, which where she wants to be. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever she's doing, that's her.
This though, a different ball game, so to speak.
I know people have said she might come to WWE, but I don't see it. I don't see her coming to WWE.
Who has competed on a number of different events, who was in the Women's Royal Rumble this past year, who is a double champion, holding one half of the mixed tag team titles in AAA right now with Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, and there are levels to this game, Big Joseph. You talked about a lot of events in the history of Lola Vice and Kendall Gray, but this is an absolute peak for both women right now.
Shoulders down, title on the line. Champion able to kick out and right back up, and this time it's the challenger who takes control. And I was asking you this moments ago, and we got interrupted by Kalani Jordan, no surprise. Is the pressure building internally in Lola Vice?
Yeah, Yeah, no doubt about it. Look, you've got to accept when you are the champion at this level, you have a giant bullseye on your back at all times. Even more so, perhaps, at NXT, where success leads to feet or
another cover, and a kick out.
You win, you're heading off to the promised land. You're going to get major opportunities down the line with Raw and SmackDown. You lose, and in 12 months' time, who knows where your career will end up? Sometimes it's not good.
I want you to take a moment right now as the NXT Universe starting to rally in this matchup. Another cover, another kick out. Describe the feeling for those watching around the world. The feeling of that target that grows on your back when you're a champion.
Well, it's what you think you always want. I want that gold. You know what? For the first several weeks, it's pretty damn cool. Everyone wants a piece of me, including the media, and of course the locker room. They want what I've got. I feel special. But after weeks and weeks and months of that, it grinds you down and the body starts hurting. The demands don't slow down and the challenges never slow down either.
If you could pick any current WWE wrestler to win tag titles with, me and Obafemi. he's either Obafemi or Javon Evans.
Each other with the NXT Women's title hanging in the balance in this main event matchup.
You're a piece of garbage. You're a piece of
Hopefully Roxanne can go for the IC title, for the IC, and for Raquel face Liv for the title. Maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe. But you still got to worry about Stephanie, which she still has some unfinished business with Liv, so yeah, that as well.
At the title, Lola Vice, the champion, who has been wanting to be champion for so long, so proud to carry this brand wherever she goes around the world, not just here, but in AAA, where she's also a champion. And there's that MMA fighting, there's that strong style kicks, and right now, wherever Booker T is, he's about to short circuit.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
And Lola back in for a second time. Gray is rocked. Lola Vice moments away from retaining her NXT Women's title.
I know people always say you look like Javon and he's your twin. People keep telling me that. People always keep telling me that Javon is my twin, bro. I just embraced it at this point. I just embraced it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Turned up in NXT, a hell of a striker, incredibly dangerous, great reputation, but has smoothed off a lot of rough edges, and now find a weakness. Good luck with that.
Charging in, and now it
I would choose Punk. I mean, you and Punk probably would be a dominant tag team, for to be fair.
This is a spot for Lola Vice she's not used to. Kendall Gray right now is being the aggressor in this matchup, and Lola turning.
When is supposed to come, Stephanie supposed to come back? I'm not sure, but if I'm thinking, I think she'll probably come back at SummerSlam, or maybe she'll return like in the lead up to SummerSlam and they do a triple threat with Liv, Stephanie, and Io, which I think that could be a good match as well. But I do think it probably could end up being at none other than SummerSlam when she comes back. But I think either way, you have the same dynamic play out where maybe Stephanie does come back and then she's trying to figure out how she's be able to beat the odds and everything like that. So I could see them doing that.
Kendall bouncing straight back with grappling offense of her own. Both women throwing their best, and both women have been equal to it. There is nothing between them here.
And if this turns into
I think her injury is worse than they originally thought for Stephanie. Yeah, that's probably why they're giving her all the time off.
You've got to back Lola every single time. This is not where Kendall needs to be right now. But that's the brilliance of Lola. She's turned it into a slugfest.
Oh, she answered right back, though, did Gray with a super kick under the jaw. Charging in.
Ooh. For a minute, I thought she was about to hit the back fist.
Flying momentum of Kendall Gray. Just a bullseye shot from Lola.
Right into the midsection. Following it up for the second time. And now, what? And right in front of Lola's sister. Right in front of Lola's mom.
That's low-key kind of disrespectful. Not in front of your own family, bro.
Kendall can't win the championship on the outside, however. It's carrying her momentum right there. Stepping up and flying through.
I got to remember Raw is at 5 p.m. Central tomorrow because they're taping SmackDown the same night afterwards. Oh boy, not them taping SmackDown. Is that really what I want to come back to? Should I wait an extra week, y'all? Because I don't know. I really want to watch it live. I don't like it when it's taped, though, to be fair, because then when it's taped, it's spoilers and everything like that, and it's hard to kind of sometimes to avoid spoilers and stuff like that, because when I got to upload clips and put my videos out there, I just naturally happen to see it.
Ankle lock cinched in. Is Lola gonna tap? Is Lola gonna quit? Center of the ring. Oh, had to roll through. And right into her own ankle lock.
I hate when they tape shows. Yeah, facts. I don't like when they do that.
Is Gray now going to tap? Gray trying to roll through. Sit down, shifting weight.
If Stephanie does return, does she stay as a babyface or heel who gets payback on Roxanne and Raquel and Liv for attacking her backstage? I think it's all part of the plan, though. I think she comes back as a face, and then she turns heel. I think she comes back a little bit more edgy, if you will. I think she's more of a tweener. Damn, pretty so lucky to be with Lola. LOL. Yeah, facts.
Shifts weight, shoulders down, had to relinquish the hold to kick out.
Well, physically so well conditioned, but the fact that both are using their brains this deep in the match, and that is a joke locked in deep.
I'm trying to see right now. I don't necessarily know if Kendall has
whatever it takes. And both women surely dragging now, but no, the firefight continues. Wow!
Oh, high risk, no reward. Will that risk pay off? That could be the knockout blow. Kick to the temple, cover, and another kick out.
I'm sure a lot of people do basketball feet on 313. Sure, a lot of people do.
Another submission, locking in that guillotine.
Well, locked in deep. The hooks are in too, and it's either a tap out or a pass out here for Kendall Gray, who has been superb. But wait up.
Whoa, remember in New York City, there's that Northern Lights. This is how it ended in New York. Was the pin, and Lola will not be fooled again. Goes right in now looking for a triangle, and I don't know if it's cinched in perfectly yet, but now she's got it locked in, and she is squeezing the championship life. Act of desperation and a near fall.
Well, Kendall Gray's like a bloody magician here. She keeps figuring
Oh,
out
back fist. Oh, big elbow.
Double KO.
Bro, both of them got KO at the same time.
Double pin, double kick out.
Bro. Don't about to say, don't tell me you about to do a double pin, bro. Like, nah, bro.
Take another look. That back fist won Lola the title. That elbow, I don't even want to say it was inadvertent. It's just what happened. And then both women presence of mind and somehow kicking out. This is why NXT has the best women's division in the world.
I do believe NXT women's division is probably like top tier, to be fair. I do think it's like top tier.
Exchanging right now, shot after shot, blow after blow. Elbow doesn't connect. Right back in, back fist doesn't connect. From the middle, bam, another shades of gray. Now, shot after shot, blow after blow. Elbow doesn't connect. Right back in, back fist doesn't connect. From the middle, bam,
oh, shades of gray. Come on. 1, 2. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, she got her moment. She got her moment, chat. She did it. Hey, you love to see it. You love to see it. Right where she belongs, bro. She was Evolved champion early this year. Now she's NXT Women's Champion, bro. Hey, you love to see this, man. Like, for real. Genuinely happy for her. She's definitely going to be the future of the women's division. Not in just NXT, but WWE altogether. I think she's definitely going to be the future.
Created a new champ. This was the moment. It looked like a double KO, a double count-out, maybe even a double pin. But both women instinctively just in the nick of time kicking out.
And then you'd see this exchange. Lola Vice.
Yeah, facts, Alex. Congratulations, Kendall, bro. This was a good, hard-hitting match.
Countered and then out of nowhere, a springboard, shades of gray. Third time the charm. As there comes Ren Sinclair to celebrate as both these women walked into tonight with one dream. That dream was to both walk out champion. You see, obviously, the champion, former champion, accepting what just happened. Lola Vice put her heart on the line. What a fight. What a match. What a night.
That was a main event of extreme distinction at any level, and the future is so bright for Lola Vice and indeed, of course, the new champ, Kendall Gray.
And on a night, we celebrate tradition of the past. Tony D'Angelo, Miles Bourne, and Kendall Gray prove that the future is now here on NXT.
Hey, this was a solid show, chat. This was a solid show in my personal opinion. I think from start to finish, we had some solid in-ring action between everybody that was on the show. I think the only match I will say that I got wrong as far as like prediction-wise was the speed match for the speed title. That was the only match that I didn't get the right winner for. But hey, they killed it for the main event. They killed it in my personal opinion. I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with Kendall Gray and her run. Maybe you can build up someone. I wonder who they're gonna build up and everything like that. I think the first probably challenger would be none other than, I think the first person that would step up is maybe Kalani Jordan, because she has made it very clear that she wants the women's championship. So I do think they might go in that direction when it comes down to it. So I am looking forward to seeing if that's going to be the direction that they're gonna go in. I believe the next PLE for NXT is Heatwave. So we'll see if what comes of it. But you guys, let me know in the comments how do you guys feel overall about none other than NXT Great American Bash. Like I said, it was a solid show for me with solid in-ring action. The main event was probably my favorite match. Was probably easily my favorite match of the show. I think second favorite, like honorable mention, I would probably say the Saquon Sugars and Dion Lennox match. That was really pretty decent as well. Even the NXT Women's North America Championship match was pretty good as well. I think they cooked as well between Tatum and none other than Zarya. So I will see how those how everybody does going forward. Another top tier stream, Leo. Appreciate that so much, man. I appreciate everybody that stopped through to make these streams what it is. I can't do this without you guys. I cannot stress that enough. You guys can be anywhere and you guys choose to be here, and I do not take that for granted by any means. Looking forward to doing more streams with you guys and everything like that, because we do have Monday Night Raw tomorrow. We do have NXT going. We have NXT. I'm hopefully going to try to do NXT this week. If not, I'm going to do Raw and SmackDown for sure. And then, yeah. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Another solid episode of, well, not even episode, PLE for NXT. I ain't going to lie. This might sound crazy, but I will say the women's matches did carry the show in my personal opinion. So that's just my little thought on that. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. How do you guys feel about the show overall? What are your scores? What would you rate the show? What was your favorite match of the show? What was your favorite moment of the show? I want to know it all. What were you talking about in your video about Liv? Let me read your question. What were you talking about in your video about Liv? And is it the same as the Dom one? Yeah, it's the same. It's along those lines for sure, Caleb. It's along those lines pretty much. She does, like what I said, when she loses everything, she loses everything. She loses the title, she loses the Judgment Day, she loses Dom. Whether Dom decides to go with Roxanne, Raquel, or someone else, we'll see. But I do think that story is going to be told going into SummerSlam, so we'll see how everything shifts. As early as tomorrow night on Monday, we'll see how things go from there. So we'll see. But you guys have an amazing rest of your night. I'm heading out for the night. Too sweet, hearty handshake, and I'll see you guys in the